Myers back to pass. Pump fake. Looks, throws, long near side. Get it open! Good by the Federal Stairs are your 2019 state champions!
Game that separates the men from the boys. It's happening right now.
Tonight on Sports Radio 96.7, we head to Grove City as they feature a Region 4 matchup as the Sharon Tigers face the Grove City Eagles.
Our 2024-25 high school sports broadcasts are brought to you by Cash Dollar and Associates, where they have the client and only the client in mind. Bill McCandless Ford in Mercer and Meadville. The Reinhardt's Agency. It's not the insurance they sell, it's the service that makes them better. Mancino's Driving School, where safe driving starts. Lock, Stock, and Barrel. Serving giant subs since 1973. Shell Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer. Warner's Homes and Improvements, making dreams come true since 1958. St. Paul's in Greenville, a senior living community. Grove City Area Federal Credit Union, banking but better. Attorney Bill Motor, excellence, experience, and integrity. Mercer County State Bank, community-minded since 1911. Herman's Water, when taste matters. Vay's Pub and Grill, make it special, make it Vay's. Hermitage Rotary Club, if you're struggling with prescription opioids, there is hope. Mailer Insurance, trusted for generations. Minuteman Press and One Stop Mail for all of your printing, marketing, and mailing needs. DK Auto LLC in Grove City, specializing in southern vehicles up to $15,000. The Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City is the area's only stay-in-your-car quick lube. We're locally owned and nationally known. Drive in, drive out. It's that easy. The Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. Please thank this great group of sponsors for supporting all of our high school sports broadcasts all season long. Now it's time to go to the field with our countdown to kickoff show with our game announcers, Ryan Briggs and Colton Hoffman.
We are live tonight at Grove City High School's Forker Field senior night for the Eagles. They conclude the home schedule tonight, and Grove City taking on one of its oldest and fiercest rivals, the Sharon Tigers, here on Sports Radio 96.7. Hi, everybody. Ryan Briggs with you tonight on Sports Radio 96.7, joined by Colton Hoffman. We have Art Shannon back in the studio, Bryce Carroll on the camera for our video on Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook tonight. Colton, first off, welcome. Always enjoy working with you. Second time we've been together here at Forker Field, and looking forward to seeing these two longtime rivals duke it out tonight.
Well, absolutely. The two of the premier programs in the county over the last, forever, it seems like, and they're familiar foes. They've played some great games over the last few years, and we've got a great night for football again tonight.
Sharon coming in 5-1 overall, winners of 4 straight. The Tigers are 2-0 right now, tied for first in the region with Titusville. Titusville, of course, hosting Hickory, who's 1-1. Grove City also 1-1 in league play. Went over Slippery Rock, a loss at Titusville back on the first Friday in September. So we could have a lot of clarity in the region race after tonight, Colton, or we could have very little clarity depending on how this game and the game up at Titusville shake out tonight.
Right. It's very, very important games all over a couple of counties tonight. You know, it's interesting now to see these leagues spread out again over several counties and not inter-county, kind of keep bouncing back and forth from that format. But, it'll be interesting. We'll see if some cream can rise to the top tonight, or if maybe we've got a lot of really good teams in the league.
Of course, in football throughout, and it's really been a change the last decade or so at high school football, but, the passing game has really taken, center stage, teams throwing more than ever. And, of course, I say this with the one-time Mercer County record holder in career passing, Colton Hoffman, but Colton played a lot of games to get all that yardage. He played deep into the playoffs like he did. But, this year, not just with these two teams, but around the county, the ground games are taking flight, and tonight we have the two guys have carried the ball more often than anybody, that being Ike Friday for Sharon, 118 carries, and Jackson Wilson for Grove City, 115. But not only are they carrying a lot, they're gaining a lot of yardage. Two of the top running backs in our area being featured tonight.
Well, I don't think you can be a good Sharon Tiger football team without having a feature tailback. It just seems like that's what Sharon has forever, and they always have a good one. And Ike Friday is that good one this year, and you're going to hear that name a lot. He's going to carry the ball a lot. And on the Grove City side, Jackson Wilson, he was very impressive a few weeks ago against Slippery Rock when we saw him play. And, we're going to see the ball on the ground a lot. That Sharon run defense is really tough. We'll see if it could be one of the keys to the game if Grove City can run the ball tonight.
And Grove City has been able to run the ball, but the last couple of weeks, the rush defense has not been as strong. Fort LaBeouf and Oil City the last couple of weeks both having pretty good nights against the Grove City rush defense. Colton and I are going to take a break. When we come back, we will take a deeper look at the teams. We'll visit with the head coaches, and we will have the Minuteman Press and One-Stop Mail starting lineups. We'll have more pregame after this on Sports Radio 96.7.
Ken Frenchak here at the Velvet Express Care and Car Wash in Grove City. Experience. We're all about experience. The experience of our expert quick lube techs, and also the experience we provide you with every oil change. You can go anywhere for an oil change, but you come here to the Velvet Express Care and Car Wash in Grove City for the experience. Drive in, drive out. It's that easy. The Velvet Express Care and Car Wash in Grove City.
Hello, Shell Restoration. May I help you? Hello?
Oh, I was waiting for the beep or the part that tells me what button to press.
Nope, I'm a real person.
Great. I've been leaving messages all day to try and compare prices on my roof.
Well, we can have one of our project managers call you to set up an appointment within an hour and be at your house for an estimate within 24 hours.
Wow, that's service.
Well, that's what we specialize in.
Shell Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer. Call today for a free estimate. 800-663-8103. Look for Shell Restoration on Facebook.
In 1973, Lock, Stock, and Barrel opened their doors and served their first of over 3 million giant submarine sandwiches. And they still serve 42 whole subs on 15-inch buns. Lock, Stock, and Barrel also has burgers, specialty sandwiches, wraps, gyros, salads, wings, and even breakfast. Lock, Stock, and Barrel is also a full-service deli. Party rings, meat and cheese trays, and cold veggie trays are all available. Open Tuesday through Saturday, closed Sundays and Mondays.
Saving lives means staying informed. Warn the dangers of using counterfeit prescription pills can help those you care about and keep our community safe. Do your part. Take the first step today. Visit GetSmartAboutDrugs.com to access education, prevention, and treatment resources. Counterfeit prescription pills laced with fentanyl are deadly. Be their protector. Be informed.
Contact Mercer County Behavioral Health Inc. and Mercer PA at 724-662-2230 or visit cdc.gov/stop overdose. Brought to you by the Heritage PA Rotary Club and the Mercer County Opioid Settlement Fund.
Countdown to Kickoff is brought to you by Minuteman Press and One-Stop Mail in Hermitage. Minuteman Press and One-Stop Mail for all your printing, marketing, and mailing needs.
And we are back here at Grove City's Forker Field. Ryan Briggs and Colton Hoffman with you tonight on this Friday night. Colton, it was starting to feel like fall earlier in the week, but then now it's starting to feel like summer again. A little bit of humidity in the air, but weather should not be a factor tonight.
No, it's going to cool off nicely, and it's a picturesque night for football here in Western Pennsylvania. I wouldn't expect it to be much of a factor at all.
And always a picturesque setting here at Grove City High School at Forker Field off of East Poplar Street. Just kind of the lowest point in Grove City Borough here. A really cool venue. Of course, people always wondering, why is the field here and the high school's across town by Highland Avenue? Well, the original Grove City High School was across the street. It became the junior high, then middle school, then was knocked down about 15 years ago. But the field is here. They have the two field houses. Really a great setting here for what should be a great game, Sharon and Grove City.
Oh, it is. It's a treat. It's hosted some playoff games over the last few years. Nobody complains about coming to Grove City to play.
Sharon, although the Tigers might complain about coming here, they're 2-6 in their last 8 here. A couple of really tough losses the last few years here. But this Sharon team, Tigers are rolling. We've talked about the ability to run the ball, the ability to stop the run. This really is a complete team that the head coach Jason McElhaney has.
Yeah, they are. They seem to hang their hat on their defense. And, you don't say that about too many high school teams. It seems to be offenses just dominating the way, but this Sharon Tiger defense is dynamic. They're good at every level, starting with defensive end Brody Miller on the defensive line, 6'3", 230-pound senior. Senior middle linebacker Bryson Roberson. I mean, they've got really good players at every level of that defense. Offensively, they can run the ball. They've got a first-year starter at quarterback who seems to be getting better as the season goes on. And if that pass game really starts clicking for Sharon, they can be very, very dangerous this postseason.
You mentioned defensively, and that defensive line with, of course, Brody Miller, All-State selection a year ago. Then Sean Bulick, senior nose tackle, Stone Root, who's played both end and tackle. That's a big but also very athletic front three. A lot of times you think about the three-man line, it's usually maybe three big guys who are occupying double teams, which they can occupy double teams, but they're fast enough to beat those double teams and make a lot of plays in the backfield.
Yeah, right. Primarily, their job is to consume blockers and free up those linebackers to make plays. But then, you look at the size of these outside linebackers. Brock Ondo, 6 foot, 190 pounds. Logan Perks, 6'1", 210 pounds. I mean, there's some size as well to those guys to help in the run game. You worry about a three-man defensive line facing a strong running team. Those two outside linebackers can certainly get up on the line and make their presence known with that type of size.
And then you alluded to Roberson in the middle, a team leading 60 tackles, and joined in there by a Navion Brown. And when we talk, of course, in basketball, we always have the lock, stock, and barrel sub of the game. Somebody comes in off the bench. We talked about his offensive prowess, but a guy who was a first-team all-region player last year on defense, but is not listed as a starter. He's more of a third-down pass rush specialist this year. Ike Friday, to be able to bring a guy like that in, now, granted, he's certainly taken a beating offensively, running the ball a lot, but to be able to have him rest over there, come in on 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, and get after a quarterback, that's a very nice luxury that very few teams at any high school level have.
Well, you took the word right out of my mouth, is luxury. That's a luxury for the Sharon defense. It's a way to get Ike Friday a little bit of a break so that he can be that force on offense that Sharon needs him to be. But, as the games are closer and the games mean a lot as we start getting later into October and into November, I'd be very surprised if that defensive playing time for Ike Friday doesn't tick up a notch.
Turning our attention to the Grove City Eagles. The Eagles are 3-3. It's as you'd expect with a 3-3 team. Some ups and some downs. First-year starter quarterback Lucas McCready. He missed the Titusville game due to injury. Offensive line, they've had to shuffle some guys around due to injury. The starting center, Logan Dice, out tonight. So Jordan Gamble, who started at right tackle as a freshman a couple of weeks ago against Slippery Rock, he slides to center. He's surrounded by a lot of experience there, but that's certainly something to keep an eye on. A freshman center going against the veteran nose tackle in Bulick, and of course those inside linebackers as well.
Yeah, and that's huge. And with all the shotgun offense we see these days, it's just about every high school's running it for a majority of their snaps. That snap is, that's play one. You can't run a play unless you can execute a snap. And when you get a reserve center in there, it's always worrisome. When you get a reserve freshman center, it's more worrisome. And then when you place that big defensive tackle, that big nose tackle, 5'10", 240, right in the center space, that's, rule number 3 that makes it worrisome. So that'll be a key part today. How is that shotgun snap handled for Grove City? And we mentioned it, Grove City has to run the ball effectively.
Jackson Wilson coming in, 115 carries, 634 yards. Then Jonas Stucchio, 249 yards this year. He had 88 yards rushing up at Titusville a month ago. Of course, he was the Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game in the 21-17 loss to Fort LaBeouf here. Scored a touchdown and kicked 3 field goals that night. Certainly a weapon in all 3 facets of the game. And then on the outside, Nathan Greer, 30 catches this year, leads the county, hasn't had as much of, hasn't had the yardage as he's had the last few years because the passing game has been more short and intermediate as opposed to the deep ball. But anytime the ball's in number 11's hands, he has a chance to go all the way.
Yeah, he's a big play threat. We see it on special teams, and we see it in the pass game for Nathan Greer. You mentioned that the pass game, Hunter Homan was a fantastic quarterback the last few years for this Grove City team. Their pass game has taken a step back this year, but Nathan Greer has, he's lightning in a bottle. He can strike you for a touchdown at any time.
Grove City, 3-0 when out rushing the opponent this year. 0-3 when the opponent has more rushing yards. We'll see how that may play out tonight. When we come back, we'll visit with the head coaches. I had a chance to talk with Sharon head coach Jason McElhaney and Grove City head coach Sam Mowry. We will have more pregame after this on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook.
Just houses, buildings, and streets. It's the people who live and work and contribute to making life for themselves and the people around them better. Attorney Bill Motor believes in the young people who are this community's future. Attorney Bill Motor would like to say good luck, good health, and best wishes to all the players, coaches, band members, and cheerleaders in today's game and throughout the season. Attorney Bill Motor, 2500 Highland Road, Hermitage.
Looking for a roof that'll last? We got your back, mate. Hornbeck Kangaroo are 5-star rated metal roofing experts. We'll install a beautiful metal roof on your home with a 40-year manufacturer's warranty. And we stand behind our own workmanship for up to 20 years. Schedule your free estimate today. Interest-free financing is available for qualified buyers. Visit us at hornbeckkangaroo.com. That's hornbeckkangaroo.com. Kangaroo. We hop to it since 1996.
Did you know that Mancino's Driving School can give you your driver's test? That's right. Mancino's Driving School provides an approved Pennsylvania Department of Education certified driving course as well as behind-the-wheel training. Mancino's Driving School offers one-on-one, on-the-road driving lessons 7 days a week with day and evening hours. They use only certified driving instructors that have undergone extensive background investigation. For details or more information on adult training, go online to mancinosdrivingschool.com.
Vay's Pub and Grill is proud to award the September 2024 Mercer County Team of the Month. Vay's is proud to announce that Grove City Girls Soccer is the September Mercer County Team of the Month. Congratulations to Grove City coach Darcy Holmes and her outstanding soccer team, as they are the September Vay's Pub and Grill Mercer County Team of the Month. For more information, go to vayspubandgrill.com. Countdown to Kickoff is brought to you by Minuteman Press and One Stop Mail in Hermitage. Minuteman Press and One Stop Mail for all your printing, marketing, and mailing needs.
Our pregame continues on Sports Radio 96.7. Ryan Briggs here on the field at Forker Field in Grove City with Sharon head coach Jason McElhaney. Coach, on the road tonight, on the road for the second straight week, a short week after the win at Meadville last week. This midseason stretch is now we're in the final third. The win over Hickory, the win over Farron, a win over Farrell, I should say, and then the win at Meadville. And now coming here to Grove City. How's the team here? Obviously, it's been a tough stretch, but you made it through.
Yeah, we are. We're holding it together, you know, a little dinged up here and there, but, you know, we've had guys step in and play in roles and do a really good job for us. So, you know, it's been business as usual. Like you said, though, you know, 2 Saturdays in a row, kind of you get that extra day and now short day. So a little bit tougher preparation this week, but I think we had a good week of practice. We're ready to roll.
The fact that you've played Grove City a lot over the years, be it playoffs or regular season, does that help when you have a short week?
Yeah, a little bit with the familiarity, you know, but we also know that it's a really well-coached football team, so they're going to have adjustments and tweaks and things like that, and we have some ideas on some things based upon what we've seen, but they've changed defensively, obviously, this year, but, you know, so it's still been a tough week in terms of prep because we know all the things they're capable of throwing at us.
A couple weeks ago against Hickory, you played against a three-man line. How different or how similar are those two schemes?
Hickory plays a little bit different, you know, and Farrell ended up coming out and playing us in that as well. So the Farrell one was a little one we didn't think was coming, you know, so we weren't necessarily super prepared for that. But we've been able, this actually mirrors our scheme a little bit more. So in terms of preparing, I don't want to say it was easy to prepare, but in terms of getting our guys lined up and knowing where they needed to be was a little more convenient this week just because it seems similar to what we do.
What are a couple keys for your team to come here to Grove City, get the win, and stay atop Region 4?
Well, you know, when you play in games like this and in road games like this, you have to take care of the football, and special teams have really defined this game here. So, you know, turnovers and special teams are always paramount to everything else. I know that's boring and nobody wants to hear it, but you take care of the ball and you're productive in specials, you're going to have a good night, and that's really what we're focused on tonight.
Coach Mack, always a pleasure. Best of luck tonight.
Thanks, Bracey. Appreciate you.
That's Sharon head coach Jason McElhaney. More pregame after this on Sports Radio 96.7.
They believe in taking the time to get it right. That's why they are proud to introduce their bathroom installation service, where done in a day is a thing of the past. Experience the difference of a bathroom designed for you, not the clock. Visit Warner's Homes and Improvements on Route 19 in Mercer or at warnerconstruction.com. Warner's Homes and Improvements, where your bathroom is our masterpiece. Don't rush perfection.
Procrastination is postponing a task that needs to be done now. Longer investment terms may create more opportunities for compounded return growth. Leaving the market through challenging times to return when the market is going up could be a lost opportunity as well. Please call David O. Cashdollar, CFP, Timothy D. Cashdollar, CRC, and Eric W. Montgomery, CFP, to review how investing long-term can work for you at 724-458-5233 or stop by 115 Erie Street, Grove City, Pennsylvania, 16127. Registered representatives offering securities through CERTA Advisor Networks, LLC. Member FINRA/SIPC. Dave Cashdollar and Eric Montgomery also offer advisory services through CERTA Advisor Networks, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Cashdollar and Associates, LLC is not a subsidiary nor controlled by CERTA Advisor Networks.
Countdown to kickoff is brought to you by Minuteman Press and One Stop Mail in Hermitage. Minuteman Press and One Stop Mail for all your printing, marketing, and mailing needs.
It's Radio 96.7. Ryan Briggs with Grove City head coach Sam Mowry. Senior night festivities ongoing. Coach looking dapper with the sweater and the tie on, the senior night tradition. Always fun on senior night. A lot of emotions, no doubt.
Yeah, thank you. It's bittersweet. You know, we just have a special group of seniors, and it's always hard to watch them have their last competition here on Forker Field, but also looking forward to all the great things that they have yet to come in their lives. And you know, as coaches, we're just thankful and blessed to be able to share this, you know, this time period in their lives with them.
And of course, this is not the end of the season. Tonight, 2 more regular season games and hopefully a nice postseason run for the Eagles. But tonight, a pretty stiff test at the other end. The Sharon Tigers coming to town. What are some things that concern you about Sharon?
Obviously, you know, defensively, they just have such a great physical defense, fast on the back end, physical up front. Linebackers fly to the football, have a great D-line. You know, offensively, they have weapons all over the field and great running game, and then able to make some plays through the air. So definitely a stiff test tonight, and ready for the challenge.
What are a couple keys for your team tonight to knock off the Tigers and perhaps, you know, certainly keep alive your hopes for a region title?
Offensively, controlling the tempo of the game, making sure to limit self-inflicted wounds and control the ball. And defensively, slow down the run game, try to make them do things that they're not comfortable with doing, and try to create some plays on the defensive end.
Coach Mowry, always a pleasure. Best of luck tonight.
All right. Thank you, guys.
That's Grove City head coach Sam Mowry. More pregame after this on Sports Radio 96.7.
Policy? Okay, question about phone policy. Home policy. Okay, gnome policy. H-O-M-E, home.
Technology is great, but sometimes it's better to talk with a real person. With Erie Insurance, you have a caring, independent agent who's with you from beginning to end. Your local Erie agent is Mailer Insurance. Get a quote today at mailerinsurance.com. Mailer Insurance, a Reinhardt's agency affiliate. Go to erieinsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
Family Express, Karen Car Wash of Grove City. It's that
Ken Frenchak here at the Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. Experience. We're all about experience. The experience of our expert quick lube techs and also the experience we provide you with every oil change. You can go anywhere for an oil change, but you come here to the Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City for the experience. Drive in, drive out. It's that easy. The Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City.
A community is more than just houses, buildings, and streets. It's the people who live and work and contribute to making life for themselves and the people around them better. Attorney Bill Motor believes in the young people who are this community's future. Attorney Bill Motor would like to say good luck. good health, and best wishes to all the players, coaches, band members, and cheerleaders in today's game and throughout the season. Attorney Bill Motor, 2500 Highland Road, Hermitage.
The first quarter is brought to you by the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Banking, but better.
And welcome back to Grove City's Forker Field. Ryan Briggs and Colton Hoffman with you. Colton, before we get to the Minuteman Press and one-stop mail starting lineups, anything that surprised you from either coach, and what are a couple things you'll keep an eye on?
No, I mean, you've got two of the county's best coaches. They certainly have a good understanding of what they need to do to win tonight. I think Coach Mallory touched on it, controlling the pace of the game, the tempo of the game. In years past, that has meant go really fast. I think this year it means go really slow. Put some nice long drives together.
It is time now for the Minuteman Press and One-Stop Mail starting lineups, brought to you by Minuteman Press and One-Stop Mail of Hermitage. Give them a follow on Facebook, Minuteman Press and One-Stop Mail of Hermitage, for all of your marketing, mailing, and printing needs. First for the Sharon Tigers on offense, they'll be led by quarterback Ethan Englemore, a junior, 6 feet 170. The fullback Logan Perks, 6'1", 210, a sophomore. The tailback Ike Friday, 5'9", 200, a senior. The receivers, Rakeem Hughes, 6'2", 175, a sophomore, and Brock Ondo, 6 feet 190, a junior. Both Bishop Root and Carmez Norris out due to injury tonight for Sharon. The tight end, Bryson Roberson, 6'4", 230, a senior. At left tackles, Jose Houston, 6 feet 230, a sophomore. Jules Boyce, 6'4", 265 at left guard. Sean Bulick's the center, 5'10", 240, a senior. Stone Root at right guard, 5'11", 245, a junior. And at right tackle, Brody Miller, 6'3", 230, a senior. The Grove City defense, the 3-3-5 alignment. The ends are Jack Wolf, 6'4", 245, a senior. And Jimmy Cooper, 6 feet 195, a sophomore. The nose tackle, Delathian Bones, 6'4", 245, a junior. Linebackers, Andres Navarro, 5'11", 185, a sophomore. He draws into the starting lineup with Logan Dice out. Clayton Martin in the middle, 5'10", 190, a senior, and Ian McCreary, 6'2", 200, a senior. The corners are Terrell Richardson Heasley, 5'10", 165, a senior, and Jonas Stuckio, 6 feet 165, a junior. The safeties, Lucas McCready, 5'11", 165, a senior, Nathan Greer, 6'2", 180, a senior, and Jackson Wilson, 5'8", 165, a junior. Turning the page over for the Grove City offense, McCready is the quarterback, Wilson the running back. The receivers are Greer, Cooper, and Richardson Heasley. The tight end is Martin. McCreary at left tackle, Jack Wolf at left guard. Jordan Gamble will start at center, 6 feet 210, a freshman. Bones is the right guard, the right tackle. Carson Heckathorn, 6'6", 265, a junior. The Sharon defense, the 3-4 alignment. The ends are Miller and Root. Bulick is the nose tackle. Outside linebackers are Ondo and Perks. Roberson and Navion Brown on the inside. Brown, a sophomore, 5'10", 180. The corners are Hughes and Terrian White, 6 feet 175, a junior. The free safeties, Jafir Lampkins, 5'11", 170, a sophomore. 3 interceptions this year for Lampkins. And the rover, or strong safety, 5'8", 165, sophomore, Cassius Hosey. Coin toss has been concluded. Colton, you were keeping an eye on things.
Grove City won the toss and deferred. Sharon will receive to start the game.
And if you're Grove City, I'm sure we talked about wanting to control the ball, but it's kind of a double-edged thing. You also like having that option right in the second half too.
Right. Yeah. A lot of coaches like to get the defense out on the field first. It's the less nervy of the two groups usually as well. Not an unusual decision there for Coach Mallory to defer.
Yeah, because with defense, I mean, there are assignments and stuff, but it's go get them, right?
Yes. Yeah. And especially with, we mentioned a young center and, all of those moving parts, ball handling, and sometimes it's easier. And, we got a lot of players that play both ways in Mercer County football. So sometimes it's easier to go lay a few hits and get into the game that way.
And Sharon, a little bit deeper than Grove City. When we talk about the starting lineups, there were a lot of repeats on the Grove City side. Not that Sharon doesn't have two-way guys, but Tigers a little bit deeper in spite of the injuries on the outside.
Yeah, that would really be the only spot. But, it's just a year of lower depth for Grove City than we've seen in the last few years. And so, advantage probably slightly to Sharon there.
Small senior class for Grove City honored before the game. It'll be junior Jonas Stuckio kicking off, one of the top kickers in the Mercer County area. And Rakeem Hughes, the deepest of 3 men for Sharon, back inside his 5. Stuckio puts a foot into it, and it's going to be fielded by Brock Ondo, far side at the 8 to the 15 along the near hash mark. Stumbles and goes down just out past the 20-yard line. Sharon on the road, white tops, white pants, black numbers and letters outlined in orange, black helmets for the Tigers. Grove City, black tops, black pants. Vegas gold numbers and letters outlined in white helmets. And will be Sharon starting this drive at its 21-yard line.
Jesse McCoy.
Well, you know we're getting later in the season. Is the sun setting right on kickoff?
From the 20.
Lights are on and ready for a good conference football game.
They are taking hold. Are the lights? Sharon moving right to left. And the Tigers are going to get a free 5 yards as Grove City jumped into the neutral zone. Jack Wolf, who lined up at nose tackle, and Grove City actually a bit of an adjustment as they have moved Ian McCreary down to defensive line, but he and Wolf both jump into the neutral zone, and Sharon gets a quick 5.
Under center for the Tigers.
Yeah, that's the one thing you worry about, starting on defense. Your senior night, you're amped up, ready to go. You give the Sharon offense a free 5 yards to start.
Mike Friday is in the pistol behind Ethan Englemore. Ondo slot left inside of Hughes. Ball on the far right hash to give us to Friday off the right side. He runs over defender, and he'll have a first down out to the 33-yard line. Brought down by Stukio, the cornerback. But Mike Friday on his first carry of the night picks up 7, and Sharon has the first down of the night.
So Grove City looking like a 5-man front, even though it's that 3-3-5 or 3-5-3, walking those outside backers up to have more of a defensive line presence.
It is 1st and 10 at the 33. Perks is a wing to the right next to the tight end Roberson. 2 receivers left on the wide side of the field. And the give will be to Friday again. He is hit at the line, and he'll be stacked up there. Andres Navarro came in to finish him off, but it was Ian McCreary with the initial hit. It'll be a short loss for Ike Friday, who has not had too many negative runs this year.
No, not at all. That was a great penetration by the Grove City defense that time. They are certainly into more of a traditional 5-man front than the 3-man front that they've played a lot of this year. And that's, specifically to stop the run game and force Sharon to put the ball in the air.
And with those 2 extra guys, you can cover more gaps, right?
That's exactly right. So the 3 defensive linemen, the defensive ends, instead of playing on the outside of the tackles, probably playing more heads up or inside shade on those offensive tackles.
Englemore on 2nd 11 out of the pistol, throwing the ball downfield, looking for Ondo. Incomplete. Ondo had a step on the defender, but it lands incomplete. And Ethan Englemore's first pass attempt of the night is incomplete. It will be 3rd and 11.
That was a smash concept there to the wide side of the field, meaning you got a curl route in the flat and a corner route from the slot receiver. And that's a great route concept against man coverage. You love that 7 route or that corner route against man coverage. Sharon just not able to connect there.
So now 3rd down and 11 at the 32-yard line. Englemore coming in 49 of 88 for 695 yards. 8 touchdowns, only 3 picks. He's in the pistol, brings Cassius Hosey in motion from left to right. Back to pass. Englemore throwing it downfield, looking for Ondo. He makes the catch downfield. Brought down by Greer at the 40, but Brock Ondo, a big gainer on 3rd and 11. He'll pick up 28, and Sharon converts on 3rd and long.
Well, it was a great pitch and catch. The coverage by Greer was really good. It looked like a post route from the outside receiver there. Motion went away from his side. Probably set up more of a one-on-one situation and able to connect on that post route.
So 1st and 10 now at the Grove City 40. Sharon on the move, no score. A minute and a half gone by. Englemore throws a screen right side. It's caught by Rakeem Hughes. Hughes outside the far hash mark to the 30. Hughes to the 25, drags the man, and is finally brought down at about the 23. Terrell Richardson easily brings him down, but Hughes on the catch and run picks up 18, and Sharon has its 3rd first down of the night.
Yeah, that little tunnel screen to the outside receiver. We saw Slippery Rock run that quite a bit a few weeks ago against Grove City when we were out here. Sharon runs it. Always a great idea to get your athletes in space with the ball in their hands, and it turns into a first down.
1st and 10 at the 22, moving right to left. Perks motions from right to left. Ondo slot right inside of Hughes. That's the short side of the field. Friday is the deep back. And now Englemore will change the play or give the impression he's changing the play. And the give is to Friday. Friday into the middle line, cuts to his left to the 20, gets away from Richardson Heasley. Friday keeps the legs churning, and he'll be brought down finally at the 16-yard line by Andres Navarro. A gain of 6 for Friday. And for the first time tonight, the Sharon Tigers are into the McCandless Ford red zone. McCandless Ford, Mercer, and Meadville.
Well, Friday just keeps hopping and dragging and pulling and pushing forward. Turns probably should have been a gain of 3 into a gain of 6.
When you watch Friday run, you say, what kind of runner is he? I mean, there's power, but he's also nifty and he has speed. I would say he's an all-around complete running back.
He's a complete back. I mean, the scary thing is the power. When he gets downhill, those linebackers and defensive backs are It's not a pleasure seeing him downhill trying to make a tackle one-on-one.
Second and 4, give to Friday, and he's going to be cut down right at the line of scrimmage. Friday will get maybe half a yard on the play. As knifing in for the Grove City defense, it looks like it was McCreary again.
I think Cooper was in there as well from his defensive line spot. That's really good penetration from 87 Jimmy Cooper coming down the line of scrimmage. That's what you need to do to a big, powerful back. You got to get him stopped before he gets started.
No gain officially. 3rd and 4 at the 16. Ondo slot left. He's on the near hash mark. That's the wide side of the field. Hughes wide left. Englemore has Friday to his left. First time he's used a sidecar tonight. Perks is a wing to the right next to tight end Bryson Roberson. Roberson, keep an eye on him. Team leading 12 catches this year. Englemore will keep it on a zone read. Englemore off the left side to the 15, and he's going to be brought down, and Stukio suplexes him down. Looked like Englemore had some room, and Stukio said, it's a gain of 1, 4th and 3.
You thought he was going to bounce and get that edge, and Stukio comes from his safety position. Just great inside-out pursuit from Stukio. Able to track Englemore down, sets up a 4th and about 3 here for Sharon.
Englemore, one of the fastest guys in the county, but Stukio, pretty good speed as well. District 10 AAA champ in the triple jump. So 4th and 3 at the 15. Englemore will roll right to the wide side. Englemore throws it downfield. It's caught by Perks. Perks to the 10. Perks to the 5. Diving for the pylon. He'll be short of the goal line, but he has the first down. Logan Perks sliding out into the flat, his second catch of the year, and it gives Sharon 1st and goal.
That's a little play that's getting a lot of popularity in football these days, slipping that back out of the backfield into the flats. Grove City playing a lot of man coverage here early. Really difficult for one of those inside backers to run with that back out of the backfield. Good pitch and catch, and a broken tackle gets the ball all the way down to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal at the 1. Englemore, he's going to give me the pistol or come under center. He will come under center for 1st and goal at the 1. Gets the snap from Bulick. The surge forward, and Ethan Englemore is in. Touchdown, Sharon. Englemore, his 5th touchdown run of the year, caps a 10-play, 79-yard drive, and Sharon has a 6-0 lead.
Well, I'm smiling, Briggsy, because I always used to tell my running backs, if you want to score a touchdown, don't get tackled at the 1. If we get the ball to the 1, I'm sneaking it in. That's just the simplest, the safest play in football. Well executed there by Sharon, and Englemore gets the Tigers on the board here in the first quarter.
Yusuf Cannon to attempt the extra point. Englemore will be the holder, kicking at the goalpost to the left. So Sharon Tigers have the lead. That drive using nearly 5 minutes. Snap is good. Englemore puts it down. Cannon's kick is up, and the kick is good. He is 22 of 26 on the season, and it is 7-0 Sharon on top. We have 7 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the first quarter. Colton and I will come back with more from Forker Field after this on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook.
Unlock your business potential with Hermitage Minuteman Press. From eye-catching designs to professional printing, Hermitage Minuteman Press are your local experts. Boost your brand with stunning business cards, brochures, banners, apparel, and more. The Hermitage Minuteman Press team ensures top-quality results with lightning-fast turnaround. Plus, their marketing solutions will take you to the next level. Elevate your image and stand out from the competition. Experience excellence in printing and marketing at Minuteman Press today. Minuteman Press, 3170 East State Street in Hermitage. Online at hermitage.minutemanpress.com or follow them on Facebook. Mention this ad and receive 10% off your first order.
The first quarter is brought to you by the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Banking, but better.
Sharon Tigers with a 7-0 lead. 7:11 to go first quarter, along with Colton Hoffman, Ryan Briggs here. Impressive start for Sharon. Grove City made Sharon drive the field, which Eagles wanted to do, but a couple big conversions.
Key play on that drive is a 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11 in your own territory. And beautiful pitch and catch to pick up the first down and then some. And then, of course, a 4th and 3 conversion. So a couple big conversions for Sharon on that drive results in points.
Yusuf Cannon, who kicked the extra point, has the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. Nathan Greer, deep for Grove City, back at his 10-yard line. Jonas Stukio and Jazir Arnold also deep. And this one is popped towards the far side. Fielded on the run up by Stukio at the 27. Stukio in the middle of the field to the 40. And he'll be brought down at the 44-yard line by Brock Ondo. So a good run back for Stukio. We'll talk about his special teams prowess, but a pretty good kick return there for the junior.
Yeah, he's pretty good with the ball in his hands. You know, a clear design by Sharon to keep the ball away from Greer. probably a smart decision. Normally, when you're doing that, you're making the decision not to kick it deep. You're going to give up some field position doing that. I'm sure the 44 is a little more than Coach McElhaney would have liked, but they kept the ball away from Greer.
But when you have a defense like Sharon has, you put a lot of faith in them.
Absolutely.
1st and 10 at the 44 for Grove City, moving left to right. Lucas McCready will give it to Jackson Wilson. Wilson into the middle of the line. He's across midfield into Sharon territory to the 49, and Avion Brown brings him down, but Jackson Wilson picks up 7 on Grove City's first offensive play of the night.
Yeah, Jackson Wilson able to get downhill right away. He's a pretty shifty back, very good at moving side to side, but no real need there. The hole was there just as it was drawn up, and that's a great gain of 7 on first down.
2nd and 3, just past midfield, 4-man front for Sharon. 2 receivers to the right. And Wilson will get the handoff again from McCready, hit and then brought down by Sean Bulick, the nose tackle, who hit him. Wilson able to spin forward for about 1.5 yards, though. Will be 3rd and short upcoming.
Yeah, really good on that Sharon front that time. You really know where to go for Wilson. But, the good gain on first down sets that up. You'll take 3rd and 1 all night long for this Grove City offense.
3rd down and a full yard at the 47. Ball in the middle of the field. Double wing set, Cooper to the left, Martin to the right. Out of the shotgun, McCready will give it to Wilson. Wilson hit in the backfield, and Logan Perks gets a hold of him. Bulick finishes him off. It'll be no gain, and now decision time for Grove City. 4th and 1 yard at the 47.
Well, I think you have to come into this game being aggressive for Grove City. And after a hole on first down, we've seen the Sharon defense step up already on 2nd and 3rd down.
So 4th down and a full yard for Grove City.
Does look like they're going to go for it, or at least line up to go for it.
Clayton Martin slot right, Cooper slot left. And now McCready drops back, and he is going to quick kick. And this is a high spinner. Nobody deep for Sharon, hits the 15, bounces straight up in the air, bounces then out of the 10. It'll keep rolling. Clayton Martin will watch it trickle down to the 5-yard line. So the quick kick, a 42-yard punt, pins Sharon deep in its own end. 1st and 10 at the 5.
Yeah, Coach Mallory being patient, deciding to play the field position game. I'm not sure what the analytics would say about that. 4th and 1 in plus territory. I would think, just given the struggles Grove City's had defensively the last few weeks, that you would need to be aggressive. But Coach Mallory being patient here, chooses to punt it away and give Sharon a long field to go.
So Sharon will take over at the 5, and maybe what he saw in the previous 2 plays might have convinced him too.
Yes. But you got to go against that defense all night.
Yes.
So
yeah, it's going to be more than just 2 plays.
I would take my chances when I need 1 yard.
1st down and 10 at the 5. Ike Friday, the deep back in the pistol. He gets the handoff up the middle, across the 10, and out to the 12-yard line to Lathian Bones. Brings him to the artificial turf here at Forker Field. And Brody Miller, the starting right tackle for Sharon, lost his helmet, so he will be a spectator for 1 play. And it will be 2nd down and about 3 upcoming for Sharon as we have 5:28 to go in the first quarter. Sharon on top, 7-0.
2nd and 3.
And Grove City really making a concerted effort here to stop the run. 5 defensive linemen, couple more linebackers in the box, safety kind of sniffing the box. Looks like they're playing a lot of cover 1 or man-free coverage. So safety sniffing in the box to be more of a run player.
2nd and 3. They give out to Friday off the left side. He has a lot of running room. Friday to the 25, bounces off his own man. Friday out across the 30. He'll be gang tackled down at the 31-yard line. Bones, Martin, Greer all in the stop. But Friday picks up 19 more, and Sharon has its 5th first down of the opening quarter.
Well, really nice power run play there. Kick out, lead up through. And Friday got downhill right away. Very positive gain for Friday. 2 carries, quick 26 yards on this drive.
Now 38 yards on 6 carries tonight for Friday. He's the deep back behind Engelmore in the pistol. Ondo is a flanker to the right. That's the wide side of the field. Perks wing right next to the tight end Roberson. Rakeem Hughes wide left at the boundary. And the gives to Friday. Hit in the backfield, spins off a 1 tackle. And Ike Friday will fight forward out to about the 34-yard line. Lathian Bones and Andres Navarro bring him down. But Friday, and sometimes it's runs like that are where he really, as they say, butters his bread.
Yeah, instead of a no gain, it's a 2nd and 7, which makes the world of difference to an offensive coordinator. That's the Grove City defensive end there. That's a not the first time they've changed sides late. So you wonder if they're trying to move late to a tendency or what they're really trying to do. But they are shifting really late.
2nd and 7, Englemore play action, throws it underneath, intended for Perks. That pass behind him and low. Greer there on the coverage as well. It will now be 3rd down and 7 coming up for the Tigers.
Yeah, that looked like the same play or a very similar play to what they used to pick up the 4th down on the first possession. Much better defended for Grove City there. Perks not able to get out into the flats freely and sets up a 3rd and 7, which is a good spot for this Grove City defense. Let's see if they can get a stop and get the ball back.
Sharon, of course, converted on 3rd and 11 on the touchdown drive. This is 3rd and 7 from the 34-yard line. Englemore, quick drop, throwing it downfield, and incomplete behind Rakeem Hughes, who was coming out there by Terrell Richardson. Heasley is now 4th down, and on comes the punt team. So Sharon able to get a couple of first downs to change field position a little bit, but the Eagle defense stiffens.
Yeah, and that's what you're looking for if you're Coach Mowry. You should still get a solid field position to start this drive.
Englemore to punt.
And you always get a chance to get Nathan Greer involved in the return game.
Englemore will punt. When anytime you're starting quarterbacks the punter, you always have to be alert to that, but I would be surprised if we saw a fake in this situation.
I would as well.
But you never know. Jason McElhaney, occasionally he'll pull something out of his sleeve. 4th and 7 from the 34. Englemore back to punt. Greer back at his own 35. And we have a whistle, the flag thrown by the back judge, and the Tigers took too long. It's a delay of game penalty, and we'll go back to the 29 now for 4th and 12. Each team with 1 penalty tonight. The officials, by the way, your lead referee is Joe Lombardi, or the referee, wearing the white hat. Scott Walters, the umpire. Mike Bockert, the line judge. Andrew Kirkle is Mike Bockert's the headlinesman. Andrew Kirkle, the line judge. And the man who threw that flag, the back judge, Travis Zuschlag.
A lot of experience on this crew tonight.
4th down and 12 now. Englemore to punt. Snap is chest high. Light rush. High end over end kick. Greer. And he is blasted by Brody Miller. The ball lands the 45-yard line. Greer shaken up on that one. So Brody Miller hit him right in the sternum. So it'll be 15 yards from the end of the kick. Grove City will take over at the Sharon 40 after the penalty. But that was about as easy a call as an official will ever have in the sport of football.
Yes, it was. Ball still about 10 yards over Greer's head.
Coaching a foul on the Tigers. That'll be 15 yards.
And that's tough. I mean, Greer had no idea that was coming. He's signaling for a fair catch as he's hit.
Eagles 1st and 10.
That's a tough one, but sets Grove City up in great field position here.
So the interference on the fair catch puts the ball at the Grove City 40-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 with 3:35 to go in the half, or the quarter, I should say, trailing 7-0. They gives it Jackson Wilson off the right side. Wilson down to the 30, cut down at the 28-yard line. Team Hughes brings him down, but a nice gain, a pickup of 12 for Wilson, who's a little bit shaken up.
Yeah.
Grove City has its first down of the night.
Wilson went into the turf hard. He got his legs cut out from under him, and then the safety sort of drove him into the ground. Totally clean hit there. Just an unfortunate way to go down for Wilson.
So the Eagles will have it 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Grove City was in what we call a tight, 2 up backs in tight splits on the offensive line.
And the give is to the new running back. That's Keith Vandergrift, who's been the number 3 running back most of the season, but he moves up in the pecking order, and he'll pick up a couple on his first carry of the night. Josiah Houston on the tackle, pickup of 2 for Vandergrift.
That's a spot, normally we've seen Stukio this season when Wilson needed a blow.
2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line. Terrell Richardson, Heasley wide left. Greer is a wing to the right. Cooper's tight to the right. Martin is also wing to the right. They have 3 men stacked outside right tackle Carson Heckathorn. Wilson back in for the 2nd and 8 play. Lucas McCready back to pass. McCready spins, gets away from Stone Root. McCready on the run, throwing it downfield, and incomplete. Hit Greer in the face mask. Would have been enough for a first down. Instead, it is 3rd and 8 as McCready's First pass of the night was on the money, but it's incomplete.
Well, a really nice job by McCready. Spun out to his left, throws it across his body, and Greer just not able to bring that one in. And I think he's going to make that play more often than not. Unfortunately for Grove City, that goes as an incompletion and sets up 3rd and long.
3rd and 8 at the Sharon 26 ball on the near right hash mark. And we have a stoppage. And Navion Brown is going to be sent off for Sharon, starting inside linebacker. And we will see Mike Friday come on. So apparently Brown had an equipment issue or perhaps blood or something, but umpire Scott Walters right there and sent him over for this 3rd and 8 play. Cooper slot left. Martin's a wing to the left. 3rd and 8. McCready fields a low snap. Back to pass. Swing it left flat. Incomplete. Intended for Wilson. Right there in the coverage, Logan Perks. Didn't look like Wilson was going to have much room.
No.
It's now 4th down.
Probably better for Wilson that he did not pull that one in.
It may have been a case where they would have been lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage as well. But now 4th and 8 for Grove City. And Eagles have some confusion. They're going to kick the field goal. Now we have a flag on the far side also. Jonas Stucchio is going to come out and attempt what would be a 43-yard field goal.
Flag on the field.
Is that an illegal sideline warning?
Sideline warning. So apparently Sharon was out of the restricted area. But it is 4th down and 8 at the 26, and Stucchio has come out to attempt a field goal from the near right hash. It would be a 43-yarder. He kicked 3 field goals in the loss to Fort LaBeouf, including a long of 36. Drake Moore will hold. Snap is good. Moore puts it down. The kick is up, and it is drifting left, and it is no good. So the kick lands.
So remember, in high school football, though, a field goal is the same as a punt.
Yes.
There's really no difference. So that field goal attempt makes it into the end zone. It's a touchback, ball placed at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, so goes to the 20. That's a great point, Colton. You beat me to that because a lot of people are saying, "Why is the ball there? Why is it not?" Whatever. Well, it's what you see in college or the pros.
And the weird thing is, you can get a blocked field goal sometimes, and the ball stops at the 2-yard line.
And you get the ball at the 2.
You down it at the 2-yard line, and a lot of people are not aware of that quirk in the NFHS rules.
Maybe later we can talk about a free kick after a fair catch. 1st and 10, Englemore for the 20. Bootleg right. Ethan Englemore's going to keep it. He has some running room. Englemore to the 30, to the 35, and he'll be knocked out of bounds by Nathan Greer at the 38. Ethan Englemore on the bootleg picks up 18 yards and a 1st down for Sharon.
Well, you saw Englemore's athletic ability there. When you're playing man coverage like Grove City is, they got their backs to the quarterback, running with their wide receivers. The secondary's really not much help in that run game, especially that quarterback run game when he breaks the pocket. And big gain, nobody there to get him once he broke contain.
Sharon now 61 rushing yards, 60 passing yards tonight. 121 yards, Grove City 23 yards. 1st and 10, Sharon at the 38. Moving right to left, that's east to west here at Forker Field towards the scoreboard. 2:03 to go in the 1st quarter. Englemore in the pistol. Gets the snap and the give to Friday on a counter over the left side. He'll bounce it outside. Friday upfield to the 45, and he'll be brought down there. Ike Friday picks up 7 more.
A nice bounce by Ike Friday. Grove City's really trying to clog the middle. Really trying to not let Sharon get much going between the tackles. And a very good bounce by Friday there. Gets it almost out to midfield and sets up 2nd and short.
2nd and 3 officially at the 45. Friday the deep back again. Does not play the pull in the backside guard and tackle, right?
I didn't see that one,
Okay.
But that is a very common, we call that tackle and guard, very common in offenses these days.
Perks motions from right to left. The give is to Friday right up the gut this time. Friday has the 1st down. He's going to be hit and then driven back. Finished off out there by Clayton Martin and Andres Navarro. But Friday picks up 5 to midfield. Another 1st down for Sharon. The Tigers recording their 7th 1st down of the night.
That was more of a base man-on-man blocking scheme there. You're making me watch the offensive linemen now, not just the quarterback and the backs. But that was more of your base blocking man-on-man, and Friday able to get downhill and pick up the 1st down.
The old cat scheme. I got this cat, you have that cat.
Right.
1st and 10 at the 50. Englemore rolling right, throws it in the right flat, caught by Perks. Perks to to the 40, Perks to the 30. Logan Perks, he's going to go all the way. Touchdown, Sharon. Logan Perks, his first touchdown of the year. He came into the night with one catch all year. He's caught 2 in the first quarter. The second one gives Sharon a 13-0 lead.
Well, designed rollout there for Englemore. Ike Friday did a great job helping set the edge, picks up the end man on the line of scrimmage, helps Englemore get to the edge, and again, sneaking Perks out of the backfield into the flats. Man coverage, that's really hard for those linebackers to get there, track him down, and you break a tackle, pick up a block, simple play turns into a big play.
Cannon to attempt the extra point. Englemore's hold is down. The kick is up. The kick is good. Cannon is 2 for 2, and Sharon has a 14-0 lead. We have 39 seconds to go first quarter. Sharon doubles its lead, 14-0 Tigers lead. Back after this break on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook.
Insurance, how can I help?
I have a question about my home policy.
Okay, question about phone policy.
Home policy.
Okay, gnome policy.
HOME, home.
Technology is great, but sometimes it's better to talk with a real person. With Erie Insurance, you have a caring, independent agent who's with you from beginning to end. Your local Erie agent is Mailer Insurance. Get a quote today at mailerinsurance.com. Mailer Insurance, a Reinhardt's agency affiliate. Go to erieinsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
The first quarter is brought to you by the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Banking, but better.
So on a night where we talked a lot about the big stars, if you were guys with a lot of gaudy stats this year, it's a guy who was stepping out of the shadows, Logan Perks, scoring the second touchdown of the night for the Sharon Tigers, 14-0, along with Colton Hoffman, Ryan Briggs here. And Colton, Logan Perks has done a lot of great things for Sharon this year, mostly as a blocker, the extra, the H-back, fullback, tight end, whatever. Of course, had a really good year on defense, but sometimes when you're on the road, you need somebody to step up, and boy, he has done that tonight.
Well, sophomore two-way starter for Sharon. I don't care who you are. You're doing that at Sharon. You're a good player. Little wrestling in his background as well. Obviously a quality athlete.
22 and 16 last year at 189, 6th in the district, and was a regional qualifier last year. Yusuf Cannon will kick off, has it teed up at the 40. And it's an onside kick attempt. It's bouncing, and it is then hit by Grove City. It's batted up in the air. It's going to be Grove City ball, would appear.
Well, it never made it the requisite 10 yards, but Grove City did touch it, but I think it went out of bounds, or Grove City was gathering it as it went out of bounds.
It did, like you said, it did not look like it was going to go 10. It was running out of steam about 8 yards. And that will give Grove City the ball at the 48 of Sharon. So a calculated risk by Sharon, and Grove City comes out of it with great field position.
You're a little more wiggle room to take risks like that when you're up 14-0 in the first quarter.
As we said before, and with that defense.
And with that defense, exactly.
Stukia wide right, he's flanker right in the slot. Jazir Arnold. Well, he's not. They don't have enough guys in the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
they still don't.
I think he just moved up.
And now Grove City will have to take a timeout. 38 seconds to go first quarter. Grove City, great field position, but the Eagles trail. Sharon on top, 14-0. We'll come back with more from Grove City High School Sporker Field after this on Sports Radio 96.7.
New checking account at Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. At the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union, you get a free checking account that offers no minimum balance, no monthly service fees, and unlimited transactions. Download their mobile app and you can get 24/7 account access and remote deposit. See them at one of their 2 locations in Grove City or online at gcafcu.org. Member NCUA, Equal Housing and Equal Opportunity Lender. Open a checking account now and score 4 tickets to a local high school sports event. Call for details.
The first quarter is brought to you by the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Banking, but better.
We are back here at Forker Field in Grove City. Ryan Briggs, Colton Hoffman with you. Bryce Carroll running the camera tonight for us upstairs. We have Art Shannon spinning the dials back on the Shenango Valley Freeway in the Sports Radio 96.7 studio. Don't forget, after the game, we'll have the Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game and the Lock, Stock, and Barrel Play of the Game. Grove City with first and 10 at the Sharon 48. Sharon with a 14-0 lead. 38 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Jazir Leonard wide right. Stuckio slot right. Martin is a wing to the right. Ball in the far left hash. McCready out of the shotgun, back to pass, setting up a screen, caught by Wilson. He's going to be drilled. Navion Brown flies in there and drops Wilson for a loss of 2 back to the midfield line.
Well, whatever the issue was last drive is clearly fixed as Navion Brown flying in there.
He had to leave the last series, as you said.
Yeah, I think it was an equipment issue. I would be my guess, but we don't really know. But great play there with tackle for loss on that screen play.
Down to 9 seconds to go first quarter. Grove City does not have to run a play, and it looks like the Eagles will not run a play. We have played 1 quarter tonight here at Forker Field in Grove City. The Sharon Tigers, winners of 4 straight, they have a 14-0 lead. Colton and I will come back with the second quarter after this on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook.
Ken Frenchak here at the Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash in Grove City. Experience. We're all about experience. The experience of our expert quick lube techs and also the experience we provide you with every oil change. You can go anywhere for an oil change, but you come here to the Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash in Grove City for the experience. Drive in, drive out. It's that easy. The Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash in Grove City.
The second quarter is brought to you by the Cash Dollar team at Confluence Financial Partners, honoring our past, expanding our future. 2 firms united to serve you. Visit us at confluencefp.com.
And we begin second quarter action. Teams will change ends. Grove City now going right to left. Of course, the second quarter brought to you by Confluence, now with Cash Dollar and Associates. I saw Tim Cash Dollar yesterday. Tim was a starting quarterback at Grove City in the mid-'90s. He was a starting quarterback in that famous game here in '93 when Sharon pulled out a 10-6 win over the Eagles here to claim the only District 10 AAA berth that year for Mercer County. Grove City went 8-2, did not go to the playoffs, but Tim Cashdollar, he loved throwing the ball around in the run and shoot that Kelly Nan ran. You know he'd love these offenses of 2024. It was great to see him. We appreciate he and the Confluence sponsorship. 2nd and 12, Eagles go right to left. They're in the black jerseys, black pants, Vegas gold numbers and letters, gold and white trim, Sharon white tops, white bottoms, black numbers and letters outlined in orange, black helmets with the orange tiger paw logo. 2nd and 12 from the near left hash mark. McCready on the option will keep it, heads up field. He'll get a few yards and then is hit in the hole and pushed back. First time the Eagles have gone to the option. And McCready will pick up 3. Ike Friday in on the stop. We get back to lost yardage and then 1 more, but 3rd and 9. But Colton, when you get the break like that, kind of a good time to maybe throw in a wrinkle such as that.
Yeah, Grove City started with pretty good field position each time they've had the ball. You'd like to see, maybe a big play here to take advantage.
3rd and 9 at the Sharon 47. Richardson, Heasley wide left on the short side of the field. Cooper and Martin are wings to each respective side. Greer wide right. McCready play action, but nobody there. Now he's going to turn and run around the right side. McCready to the 43, McCready to the 42, and then is thrown out of bounds by Cassius Hosey.
And he's thrown out of bounds.
McCready, he went one way, nobody was there, and he ends up turning something into nothing. It'll be 4th and short for the Eagles.
Yeah, it looked weird in the backfield, but McCready able to get the edge with ease there. And 4th and 5, and looks like another punt coming for this Grove City offense.
The punt team will come out. Greer is the punter. We saw the McCready quick kick earlier.
Well, Greer's coming off. So, looks like, is that number 9?
Eagles lining up the punt.
That'll be Nate Parenti.
Back deep.
I think it's number 8.
That'll be Drake Moore then. He's the backup quarterback. The kick is a spinner downfield. It hits at the 10 to the 5, and it's going to go to the end zone. A couple Grove City guys down there might have been able to get to it, but it goes into the end zone. It was close, but I don't know if the gunner necessarily saw where the ball was. Either way, Sharon will come out of it at the 20. Punt of 43 yards, net of 23. Sharon will begin this drive. 10:59 to go in the half, leading 14-0.
And Sharon has not had great field position here to start this game. But the offense has been able to move the ball well. One good sustained drive, and then the second touchdown drive was a big play.
Yeah, the drive starts tonight. The 21, the 5, the 20, and the 20 for Sharon. But 2 touchdowns out of that. First and 10 from the 20. Englemore in the pistol with Friday behind him. Englemore back to pass, throwing the ball downfield, looking for Rakeem Hughes. Jump ball. Hughes goes up and makes the catch. Flags come flying in, look like a push-off. Hughes is going to jog into the end zone.
I think we're going to get some OPI.
An 80-yard completion for now, but 2 flags, one from the headlines, but one from the back judge.
Hughes is not even celebrating. He's just jogging back. So I think the whole world knows what's going to get called on this one.
So the penalty will be half the distance and will be first down and 20 back at the 10. Third penalty of the night for Sharon for 30 yards.
We've also got a sideline warning against Grove City tacked on.
So each team has been flagged for that. No yardage yet, but if it becomes a problem, then you will be penalized.
That's the one they give you, like the warning they give to the coaches in basketball now.
Yes.
Coach, that's your official warning.
Mark in your scorebook, Colton. Put the little notation there. First and 20 now back at the 10-yard line for Sharon.
Of course, in baseball, our official warning is more of a scowl.
Yeah.
That's how us baseball coaches know we've gotten our warning.
That's enough. To give to Friday. Friday picks his way upfield, stumbles. He'll get about 5. Looked like he had some running room, but lost his footing. Ike Friday picks up 5, however, and will be second down and 15. He gets back some of the penalty yardage.
Well, nice little jump cut by Friday in the backfield as he pressed the line of scrimmage there. The designed hole might not have been where the actual hole was. That little jump cut to his left, and he does find the hole and picks up 5 yards. Still second and long here for this Sharon offense.
Second and 15 from the 15. Don't forget at the half, we'll have a first half scoring recap stats, and we'll have the Lock, Stock, and Barrel halftime update. Colton working feverishly for scores from around the area. Second and 15. Englemore will keep it rolling right, dumps it underneath, and it's caught by Roberson. He will break a couple of tackles. Roberson bulls forward to get 5. Roberson's team-leading 13th catch of the year, and that was pretty much all Bryson Roberson there.
Yeah, it really was, and you can tell that's probably where that throw was designed to get to. They've had some success with it here early, but Bryson Roberson, 6'4", 230, he's hard to bring down. Of course, he does a lot of bringing down on the other side of the ball. Great middle linebacker, but he picks up about 4 or 5 yards on his own there, setting up a third and long for Sharon.
Third and 10 at the 20 from the near right hash mark. Roberson first team all-region on both sides of the ball last year, and certainly making a strong bid again for that this year. Englemore out of the shotgun, back to pass, pumps under pressure. Englemore looking to run, and he's going to head upfield. He's going to be hit, keeps the legs moving. He'll get progress out to the 21, then he's gang tackled by the Grove City defense. Englemore able to scratch out a yard as they peel guys off the pile. Richardson Heasley was in there. Jimmy Cooper, Delathian Bones got a piece of them as well. Englemore, actually they're going to say no gain. It'll be fourth down, and Sharon will punt it away.
Well, as a D lineman, you love that. No gain, you get an official sack for that instead of a 1-yard run. So actually, it does look like they're going to mark it at the 21. So is that no gain or is that a gain of 1?
That's a gain of 1.
All right, no sack for the Grove City defense on that play then. But it did look like Englemore had a receiver, Cassius Hosey, I think on a double move. That pocket just collapsing a little too fast for him.
Englemore to punt, and we have a flag and another delay of game. Clayton Martin is deep to return the punt for Grove City. So the delay moves it back 5 yards. And we'll see, is Greer up the line of scrimmage for a block, or no, he's on the near sideline?
He's on the near sideline. I wonder if he's still feeling some ill effects from that hit he took earlier.
That's certainly a possibility, because he did not punt either. So 4th and 14 now.
He has his helmet on.
And he's been out there defensively, but snap a little bit high. Englemore gets it down, kick. It's a spinner near side. Clayton Martin fair catching, goes to a knee and makes the catch at the 39, maybe the 38-yard line. So a 22-yard punt. And Grove City again will have excellent field position. Call it the 39-yard line. 8:09 to go in the half.
Their best field position yet. We'll see if there's a trick play, an end around. Maybe something to try to take advantage of this field position and get themselves back in this game. The only problem is this Sharon Tiger defense is so fast.
Couple of updates for you. The game on 790 WPIC up at Carter Field. Hickory leading Titusville 21-7, end of 1. Other Region 4 game, Conneaut and Slippery Rock scoreless after 1. McCready out of the shotgun, rolling right. Lucas McCready finds Martin underneath. Martin below 35. Martin brought down at the 30. Looks like he's going to be about a yard short, but Clayton Martin, such a security blanket for the Grove City quarterbacks the last couple of years.
Yeah, he really is. He's a very solid high school football player. Very similar to what we've seen Sharon have some success with, slipping that up back, that H-back, fullback, whatever you want to call it, slipping that receiver from the backfield out into the flats, and that's a good gain for Grove City on first down, gain of 9.
2nd and 2. Martin with his first catch of the night, and for Clayton Martin, that is catch number 14. McCready gets the shotgun snap from Gamble, turning, give to Jackson Wilson. Wilson into the middle of the line, and he'll pick up the first down. Brought down by Brock Ondo, but Grove City's starting to get a little bit of traction offensively.
Well, and with this field position, you don't need a lot to get into potentially the red zone or be a scoring threat. So that's a first down. That's a good start to this drive. And they had the missed field goal earlier after they moved the ball a little bit. Let's see if they can finish this drive off.
Second first down of the night for the Eagles. 1st and 10, the 27.5-yard line. McCready back to pass, pumps, throws a screen, and it's batted down. As swatting that down, that was Logan Perks. Looked like a volleyball kill swatting that one down. So Perks, who scored the touchdown earlier, making his presence known on defense.
Yeah, I like the play design there. It was a fake screen to the left, try to get those linebackers and those defensive backs flowing to the field, and then you come back with a screen to the boundary. Perks just able to blow that one up, not able to get the completion out to Greer to let him make a play.
2nd down and 10 now at the 27-yard line. Richardson Heasley wide left. Martin motions from right to left. McCready in the shotgun now brings Greer in motion into the backfield. McCready runs the option, keeps it. McCready into the middle line, runs right into Sean Bulick, the nose tackle. Bulick will bulldog him down at the 25. Gain of 2 puts Grove City in 3rd and 8 with 7:20 to go in the first half.
McCready had to cut that one back because of the pressure off the edge, and you cut back right into the nose tackle. It's never a good feeling for a quarterback running right into that nose tackle's arms waiting for you. But third and 7 here from Grove City. You would think it's 2-down territory here. So we'll see if Grove City can get a positive play here on 3rd down.
Ball at the 25-yard line. Eagles have to get to the 17. McCready out of the shotgun, rolling left to the wide side. McCready on the run, throws it downfield. Tip, and it's intercepted by Ondo at the 22. Ondo will step out of bounds near the 35-yard line. Brock Ondo's first interception of the season. Grove City turns it over in Sharon territory. The first turnover of the night. The Sharon defense coming up big again. Brock Ondo, interception off the deflection.
Yeah, and they just tried to sneak. Tried to sneak
Martin.
There you go. Tried to sneak Martin into the flats again. They had success with it on the first down play. Throw just a little bit behind him. Martin reached back to catch it, not able to do so, and the ball goes up in the air. That's a quarterback's worst feeling when that ball gets tipped up in the air.
1st and 10 at the 37. Ondo slot right. That's a short side of the field inside of Rakeem Hughes. Logan Perks is a wing to the right. Roberson tight left. Now Perks motions to the left. Engelmore gets a snap, give it to Isaac Friday. Friday upfield to the 40 to the 45, breaks a tackle. Friday into Grove City territory. Martin brings him down. They will mark Friday down right at the midfield line. 13 more for Ike Friday.
And he was an arm tackle away from breaking that one for a touchdown run there. He had a head of steam, and nice job by the linebackers in secondary Grove City just to get him to the ground.
Friday now 71 yards on 11 carries tonight. 1st and 10 at midfield, 6.5 minutes to go first half. Sharon leading 14-0 and on the move. Engelmore will give it to Friday again. Friday into the middle of the line, keeps the pile moving, and he'll pick up about 4, maybe 5. Brought down by Jack Wolf. But Friday will pick up 4 to the 46-yard line.
There's a good strong run again by Friday, and he's up to about 75 yards now, and it's almost been a quiet 75, though. He hasn't been involved in the big plays, but just pounding away on the ground like he seems to always do.
He'll get a breather. Terrian White checks in. White averaging over 8 yards a carry this year. 113 yards on 14 carries. He's a home run hitter, certainly. He's behind Engelmore in the pistol. Ondo, slot left inside of Hughes. Roberson tight right, option, Englemore, quick pitch to White around the right side. White upfield, White to the 40 and gets knocked down by Clayton Martin. Pickup of 6, Terrion White, first carry of the night, and he picks up the first down.
Senior Clayton Martin.
Yeah, it looked like a speed option there.
At the Grove City 39-yard line.
I didn't really see. Usually there's an edge defender that you're trying to read on the speed option. I think he kind of got lost in the wash, and Englemore just decided to give it to his back out wide. Good decision. 6 yards and a first down for Sharon.
1st and 10 now at the 40. From the near right hash, Englemore gets a snap, rolling left, throws it left side. It's caught by Perks. Perks to the 35. Perks runs over a man, and he'll have enough for a first down. Down inside the 30 to the 27, 13 more for Logan Perks.
Well, Logan Perks, I mean, another catch for him. He's a player that, the newspapers and the media probably don't talk a lot about, but I guarantee you this Grove City staff knew exactly who he was coming into this game with his blocking, his tackling on defense. He's getting some catches and some yards today to let everybody know who he is, but he's one of those guys you circle on film and say, watch out for him.
You could have stopped. You said, he's a player.
Yes.
1st and 10 at the 27. Give to Terrion White. White hit in the backfield, and he'll get a couple, as it was Jimmy Cooper getting the initial hit on him. Ian McCreary finished him off. Terrion White picks up 2. He'll check out as Friday will check back in for 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line. Sharon has all 3 of its timeouts left. Grove City with 2 timeouts at its disposal. Week number 7, the first Friday in October. Beautiful night here in Grove City. Great crowd on hand. Senior night, alumni cheerleading night. Saw a couple of young ladies, well, not young anymore, that I went to high school with. Don't tell them I said that. They give us the Friday up the middle, Friday to the 20. Brought down by Jimmy Cooper again. Friday fires into the middle of the line and picks up 5. It'll be 3rd down. Actually, call it 3rd and 4 from the 21. A pickup of 4 for Friday. So Sharon is just on the precipice of the McCandless Ford red zone.
Yeah, and you just feel like Friday's a hammer on this Grove City defense, and hammering, and eventually you're going to break what you keep hammering on.
Englemore in the pistol has Ondo slot right. Hughes is wide to the right. Ball in the far left hash mark. Englemore with Friday behind him. Long count, turn, and the give is to Friday. Bounces off his own man in the backfield, heads upfield, and is going to bull forward down to the 15. Greer and Bones bring him down. We'll mark him down at the 16. Pickup of 5 on 3rd and 4. Sharon, another 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think that was Jimmy Cooper with good penetration again, and able to stop Friday in his tracks, but Friday able to get going again and pick up the first down. Just not enough pursuit, not enough secondary defenders.
Englemore rolling right, play action, throwing it downfield. It's caught by Roberson this time. Bryson Roberson to the 10 to the 5, trying to get inside the pylon. He's going to be marked out of bounds at the 1. Bryson Roberson's 2nd catch of the night. Sharon has 1st and goal at the 1.
Well, really nice job by Englemore. On that boot, the flat defender came up to take him, just able to dump it over his head to Roberson, and Roberson, big and strong, just ran out of real estate before he could get into the end zone. You know those tight ends, those fullbacks, they want to get in the end zone. They don't want to get knocked out at the 1. But Sharon will have it at the 1. Last time it was a QB sneak for a touchdown. We'll see what Sharon does here.
Roberson does have 2 touchdowns receiving this year, and of course Perks with 1 earlier tonight. 1st and goal at the 1. With 2:50 to go in the half. Englemore in the pistol. Give is to Friday, and Friday will take it in untouched over the left side. Ike Friday scores his 7th touchdown of the season. The Sharon Tigers, a 9-play, 63-yard touchdown drive. It's 20-0.
Well, that was get my workhorse a touchdown right there. That's what that play call was. But giving the ball to Friday at the 1-yard line, I don't think it's ever a really bad idea. But he's been working hard this whole first half, and he finds some pay dirt there.
9 plays, 63 yards. It used 3:58. Cannon to attempt the extra point, kicking to the goalpost to the right. Kick is up deep into the Grove City night. It is good, and Sharon extends the lead to 21-0. 2:46 to go first half. Sharon extends the lead to 21-0. Colton and I will come back with more second quarter action after this on Sports Radio 96.7.
Got you all chef-tastic.
You know, it's our kitchen remodel. It's got me all inspired.
Oh, are you inspired enough to make dessert?
As a matter of fact.
Is it chocolate? Oh, it's chocolate. I love you. Get inspiration all your own with a brand new kitchen from Warner's Homes and Improvements. We create new kitchens that dreams are made of. We buy direct from the manufacturers using top quality materials with no shortcuts. The latest in style and functionality for a fair price. Call Warner's today and get inspired. Warner's Homes and Improvements on Route 19 in Mercer or online at warnersconstruction.com.
The second quarter is brought to you by the Cash Dollar team at Confluence Financial Partners, honoring our past, expanding our future. Two firms united to serve you. Visit us at confluencefp.com.
Back here at Grove City's Forker Field, along with Colton Hoffman, Ryan Briggs here, we have Bryce Carroll up on the filming deck on Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook. Art Shannon back in the studio producing our game. Don't forget, later tonight, Art, Aaron Biro, Darren Steele have the Warner's Homes and Improvements fifth quarter scoreboard show until 11 o'clock tonight. We'll be recapping the games, taking your phone calls, talking about that big Wilmington Reynolds game tomorrow night also that we'll have here on the Facebook page, thanks to our friends from Lawrence County Sportsnet. 21-0, Sharon with the lead, and if you're Grove City, Colton, it's kind of maybe a do-or-die drive upcoming.
Yeah, it's time to get this offense going. You get the ball to start the second half, so you would love to punch one in here at the end of this half and get the ball back to start the second half and see if you can get back in this game.
Yusuf Cannon has it teed up at the 40-yard line, and it's a short kick. It's going to be fielded on the hop by Leonard at his 25, giving ground to the middle of the field to the 30. He's the 35, cuts up field. And a nice run back to the senior, Jazir Leonard, across the 35 to the 38-yard line. The Sharon coverage unit downfield to bring him down. We see Apollo Alfonsi in on the stop, along with Kenyon Smith. It'll be Grove City taking over at its own 39. 2 timeouts, 2:38, ample time for the Eagles.
Yeah, good to see some of those young guys for Sharon getting some run on the special teams. That's where you sort of get your feet wet as a young guy trying to get on the field.
And also, too, not only that, but the starters, they're able to go get a drink of water or the energy drink or whatever, catch a breather, maybe a little chalk talk. And also, you said that the young guys get some seasoning.
Yeah, it was always nice, especially as a quarterback, to be able to talk to your coach for 30 seconds or a minute between change of possessions.
First down and 10 for Grove City. McCready back to pass, rolling right, under pressure from Miller. McCready on the run, and he's going to be swallowed up. Back at the 35-yard line, Brody Miller and Bryson Roberson, a couple of stalwarts on the Sharon defense, combined for the sack. A loss of 5 on the play. It will be second down and 15.
Yeah, that was one of those don't stop rolling out. Once you start rolling, you know there's pursuit coming, and that Sharon defense is going to chase you down. Eventually, you got to get that ball thrown away.
Roberson, first sack of the season for him. Miller now with an even 4 sacks. Second and 15 at the 34s. We have 2 minutes to go on a rolling clock first half.
Be interesting to see if Sharon uses some timeouts here, if they can get another stop here.
Sharon has all 3. Greer motions into the backfield from flanker right. McCready will pitch it to Greer on the option. Greer trying to get around the left side, gets a block on the perimeter. Greer stumbles and is going to be knocked out of bounds out past the 35 at the 37-yard line. And Navion Brown in there along with Jafir Lampkins, the free safety. Grove City facing third down and long. It's going to be 3rd and 13 from the 36.
And Greer goes out of bounds, so Sharon does not need to use a timeout there. So they got their full staple of timeouts. If they can get a stop here on third down, they're looking at getting the ball back and running a 2-minute drill before half.
3rd down and 13 for Grove City. Eagles are 0 for 4 on third down tonight. Greer will go wide right. Richardson, Heasley slot right. That's the wide side of the field. Martin will wing to the left, next to the tight end Cooper. McCready in the shotgun. Back to pass, under pressure, and dumps it downfield, incomplete. Intended for Greer. Pressure up the middle from Miller and Stone Root. And Lucas McCready, he had no time at all.
No, he had 2 defensive linemen bearing down on him as soon as he got out of that play fake, and not even able to really have a chance at completing that screen attempt. And an incomplete pass again stops the clock. Sharon's going to get this ball back. Grove City only ran about 50 seconds off the clock or so, and Sharon's going to get this ball back with 3 timeouts.
Greer to punt. And then it's Rakeem Hughes back deep. Snap is a little bit of a looper, kick away, end over end short. It's going to hit at the 45 of Sharon, take a sideways bounce, and it's going to roll down to the Sharon 43-yard line. The Tigers have been so good in the punt return game. They've blocked a couple of punts this year. 5 punts, opposing punts, have ended up in the end zone one way or another. That one does not, but it's a 21-yard punt. Sharon takes over at the 43, its own 43, 1:26 to go in the half. Tigers lead 21-0, and they have all 3 timeouts.
Well, I think you'll see some aggressiveness here. I wonder if a little play action on first down, try to sneak Roberson or Perks out into the flats again. That's been a very successful play.
Perks is a wing to the right. Ondo slot right. Rakeem Hughes wide right. Englemore out of the shotgun, rolling right. Throwback screen over the head of Roberson, incomplete. And it was there.
It was there. There was defensive line pressure that Englemore had to throw the ball over. But he's got to do a little better job of setting up, seeing that pressure, picking up his target. And they teach you to throw that ball high, release it high, get it up in the air, and get it down fast. A few more reps, that could be a big play for Sharon.
2nd down and 10 now. Englemore 7 of 11 for 143 yards. One of the few things he's not done well tonight.
Right.
Same formation, 2 receivers and a wing to the right. They give us to Friday. Friday over the left side, cut down from behind. As Jimmy Cooper bringing him down. Friday will pick up, we'll give him, 2 to the 45. It will be 3rd and 8 now for the Tigers. And the clock continues to move, 1:05 to go in the half. Grove City also with 2 timeouts if that comes into play. We'll see. 3rd and 8 for Sharon. On the far left hash mark. Quick snap, Englemore rolling right. Englemore on the move, throwing it downfield, and incomplete, intended for Rakeem Hughes. A couple of flags in the backfield also. Thrown by referee Joe Lombardi. And do we have the same infraction?
It looks like we do. Hold on, Sharon. That will be declined by Grove City.
And that'll be 4th down, and Sharon will likely punt away the football with 52 seconds to go in the half. The holding penalty is declined, and it will be 4th down. So big stop there by the Grove City defense.
Absolutely, big stop. Under a minute now, a couple of timeouts when Grove City gets the ball back. So scoring before half will be difficult, but down 21-0. I think you have to be aggressive if you're Grove City.
Englemore to punt. He's averaged 24 yards on his 2 kicks. Clayton Martin, who is not the regular punt returner, is back for Grove City. Snap is good. Kick is a side spinner. Martin calls for a fair catch and cradles it as he lands on his backside at the 20-yard line. 35-yard punt, net of 35. Grove City will have it at the 20-yard line. 46 seconds to go in the half. Eagles facing a long field. 2 timeouts at Grove City's disposal.
And it looks like Grove City, Jonah Stucchio, has some ice on his left knee. So we wondered why there was a young back getting a carry. We haven't seen much of Stucchio. He must have tweaked something here in this first half.
We see that. Then also down here, Jack Wolf, his pads are off right now. I see him on the training table.
Yeah, those are 2 very important players for this Grove City team.
1st and 10 at the 20. McCready will give it to Jackson Wilson on a delay, and he's going to be corralled by Brody Miller. Wilson will be credited with no gain, and it'll be 2nd down at the 20-yard line.
Brody Miller plays with an edge to him, doesn't he?
Yeah. Nobody's ever had to say sick him to him. We have to pull back the reins a little bit, but as you know, he's a guy you want on your side.
Oh, absolutely. He's a force to be reckoned with on this Sharon defensive line, and you want those guys a little nasty.
Yeah. Clock down to 13 seconds to go. Grove City is
looks like they're going to let this
near
run
side
out.
headline. Yes, and that will be the end of the first half here at Forker Field. So the Sharon Tigers, winners of 4 straight, looking to break Grove City's 6-game win streak in the series. And the Tigers are halfway to doing so. It is 21-0 at the break. Sharon on top. Colton and I will come back with a first half recap after this. You're listening to High School Football on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook.
Are you or a loved one looking for a senior living residence offering independent living and personal care? Then the Heritage at St. Paul's Senior Living Community in Greenville is right for you. The Heritage offers private apartments that provide the comforts of home with as little or as much personal care as you need. St. Paul's makes it easy to feel at home. Call 724-588-7610 or visit stpauls1867.org today for more information or to schedule a tour.
My son Colin, he just turned 19. He bought Xanax off of social media. It was laced with fentanyl, and he never woke up.
We're in the midst of a fentanyl crisis. We're seeing substances, marijuana, cocaine, Xanax, pressed with fentanyl. Fentanyl is extremely potent. One pill pressed with fentanyl is enough to kill you.
Contact Mercer County Behavioral Health Inc. in Mercer, PA at 724-662-2230. Brought to you by the Hermitage PA Rotary Club and the Mercer County Opioid Settlement Fund.
Unlock your business potential with Hermitage Minuteman Press. From eye-catching designs to professional printing, Hermitage Minuteman Press are your local experts. Boost your brand with stunning business cards, brochures, banners, apparel, and more. The Hermitage Minuteman Press team ensures top-quality results with lightning-fast turnaround. Plus, their marketing solutions will take you to the next level. Elevate your image and stand out from the competition. Experience excellence in printing and marketing at Minuteman Press today. Minuteman Press, 3170 East State Street in Hermitage. Online at hermitage.minutemanpress.com or follow them on Facebook. Mention this ad and receive 10% off your first order.
Stay refreshed and hydrated with Herman's Water, your go-to bottled water choice in the Valley since 1908. Herman's premium spring water is sourced from nature's purest springs, delivering a crisp taste that quenches your thirst. Say goodbye to dehydration and hello to hydration. Visit hermanswater.com to order your supply today that can deliver to your home or office for free. Ask about our new customer offer of 1 month free rental and 2 free bottles. Herman's Water, when taste matters.
My car does more than take me from here to there, and I expect my insurance to do more too. That's why I chose my agent and Erie Insurance. They offer first accident forgiveness and the service I deserve at a price I can afford.
Your local Erie agent is Mailer Insurance. Get a quote today at mailerinsurance.com. Mailer Insurance, a Reinhardt's agency affiliate.
Erie Insurance services are provided by one or more of the following insurers: Erie Insurance Company, Erie Insurance Property and Casualty Company, or Flagship City Insurance Company, home offices Erie, Pennsylvania, or Erie Insurance Company of New York, home offices Rochester, New York, an equal opportunity insurer.
The halftime show is brought to you by Lock, Stock, and Barrel, serving giant subs to the Shenango Valley since 1973.
Back here at Grove City's Forker Field, it is halftime, and the Sharon Tigers lead Grove City 21-0. Along with Colton Hoffman, Ryan Briggs here. We have Bryce Carroll running the camera for us up top on our Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook video. And Art Shannon, the People's Champ, back in the studio producing tonight's game on Sports Radio 96.7. The scoring recap in this one: Sharon took the opening drive of the game, went 10 plays, 79 yards, 4:49 on the time of possession. Ethan Englemore scores on a 1-yard sneak at the 7-11 mark. Yusuf Cannon with the first of his 3 extra points, and Sharon had a 7-0 lead. The lead grew to 14-0 with 39 seconds to go in the first quarter. Logan Perks, who had a big 4th down catch on the first touchdown drive. Perks, a 50-yard catch and run from Englemore all the way to the end zone to make it 14-0 with 39 seconds to go in the quarter. It was a 4-play, 80-yard drive that used a minute 32. And then Sharon adding to the lead, 2:46 to go in the half. Ike Friday, his 7th touchdown run of the season, a 1-yard run, 9 plays, 63 yards on the drive. It used 3 minutes and 58 seconds. 21-0 is our score. When we come back, we'll have the individual numbers, the team stats, and Colton will have the Lock, Stock, and Barrel halftime update. You're listening to High School Football on Sports Radio 96.7.
May I help you? Hello?
Oh, I was waiting for the beep, or the part that tells me what button to press.
Nope. I'm a real person.
Great. I've been leaving messages all day to try and compare prices on my roof.
Well, we can have one of our project managers call you to set up an appointment within an hour and be at your house for an estimate within 24 hours.
Wow, that's service.
Well, that's what we specialize in.
Shell Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer. Call today for a free estimate, 800-663-8103, or look for @Shell Restoration on Facebook.
I'm hungry.
Well, I know just the place to go.
They got what I like?
Oh, yeah.
When? Wait, what about drinks?
Well, it's a bar and grill, so yeah, you're covered.
Win-win.
Speaking of win, they've got gaming too, so you can
Win-win-win.
Come sit down for a great meal, a great drink, a great time, or all three. Bay's Pub and Grill has just what you want. So come by for good eats, cold drinks, and the latest ways to win. Bay's Pub and Grill, East State Street, Hermitage.
When you're a grower, you know what it takes to thrive in the field. My bank understands and respects that. When you've got a financial partner working alongside you, it makes the days a little easier and the numbers all add up. My bank is experienced when it comes to agriculture. My family's been doing business with them for a long time. I'm independent, and so is my bank.
Mercer County State Bank, member FDIC, your community bank. Online at mcsbank.bank.
The Social Security program allows you to start receiving benefits as soon as you reach age 62. The question is, should you? Monthly payments differ substantially depending on when you start receiving benefits. The longer you wait, the larger each monthly check will be, up to the age of 70. To review your Social Security benefit options, call David O. Cashdollar, CFP, Timothy D. Cashdollar, CRC, and Eric W. Montgomery, CFP, at 724-458-5233, or stop in at 115 Erie Street, Grove City, PA 16127. Registered representatives offering securities through Cetera Advisor Networks, LLC, member FINRA, SIPC. Dave Cashdollar and Eric Montgomery also offer advisory services through Cetera Advisor Networks, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Cashdollar and Associates, LLC is not a subsidiary nor controlled by Cetera Advisor Networks.
The halftime show is brought to you by Lock, Stock, and Barrel, serving giant subs to the Shenango Valley since 1973.
Back here at Forker Field, the Sharon High Marching Band entertaining this good crowd tonight, getting ready to do their version of ABBA's The Winner Takes It All. And right now, the Sharon Tigers, they're halfway to taking it all, leading 21-0 here at Grove City. We gave you the scoring recap in our first segment. We now turn our attention to the team and individual numbers. For Sharon, the Tigers, 116 rushing yards on 22 carries, 143 passing yards. Sharon, 259 yards on 34 plays. The Tigers have 13 first downs. Grove City, 32 rushing yards, 6 passing yards. The Eagles, 38 yards on 19 plays. Grove City with 2 first downs. For Sharon, quarterback Ethan Englemore, 7 of 12, 143 yards and a touchdown. Logan Perks, 3 catches, 77 yards and a score. Bryson Roberson, 2 catches, 20 yards. Brock Ondo, a 28-yard catch, but it was a big one on 3rd and long on the first touchdown drive. And Rakeem Hughes, 1 catch for 18 yards. Ike Friday, 16 carries for 87 yards for Friday, who's now gone over 700 yards on the season. Ethan Englemore, 4 carries, 21 yards, and Terrian White ran twice for 8 yards. On the Grove City side, quarterback Lucas McCready, 2 of 7 for 6 yards. He was intercepted by Brock Ondo on a deflection in the first half. Clayton Martin, an 8-yard catch. Jackson Wilson, 1 catch. It went for -2 yards. Wilson leading Grove City, 6 carries, 24 yards. McCready, 4 carries for 4 yards. Keith Vandergrift and Nathan Greer each ran once. Both gained 2 yards. Other numbers of note, Grove City, 1 penalty, 5 yards. Sharon, 4 flags for 35 yards. Sharon, a 2-1 edge in time of possession, 15:57 to 8:03. Tigers are 2 of 6 on 3rd down. Grove City is 0 for 5 on 3rd down. Sharon leading 21-0 here at halftime. It is time now for the Lock, Stock, and Barrel halftime update, brought to you by Lock, Stock, and Barrel in Sharpsville. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. They have a full deli, a wide range of sandwiches available. Breakfast, Pennsylvania Lottery. That's Lock, Stock, and Barrel, located in the Sharpsville Plaza in Sharpsville. And for said update, I turn it over to my partner tonight and longtime friend, Colton Hoffman.
A couple of scores from around District 10 in Region 1. Farrell, a forfeit over Kennedy tonight, so a 2-0 win for Farrell's how that goes in the books. Sharpsville leading Mercer 21-0 at the half at West Middlesex. And then to wrap up Region 1 play, Wilmington and Reynolds play tomorrow afternoon.
That's a night game.
Tomorrow evening, I apologize.
That's a Saturday night special. Cue up Leonard Skinner. Nothing fancy album. Go ahead, Cole.
Region 2, Sagertown beat Maplewood last night 23-0. Cambridge Springs up 28-0 over Cochranton at half. Greenville leading Lakeview at half 21-0. Region 3, Mercyhurst Prep 47-0 victors over Union City last night. Seneca 21-0 over Eisenhower at half. Northwestern 12-7 over Iroquois at half. In Region 4, game you can hear on AM 790, WPIC. Hickory 42-14 over Titusville at the half. Titusville made that a 28-14 game with inside a minute left in the half, and Hickory able to score twice before half to extend that lead, 42-14. Slippery Rock 6-0 over Conneaut at half. A good score for Slippery Rock.
Love to see the Rockets get a win. They've it's been a tough stretch as of late, but homecoming down there, Coach Wonders. That's a very young team too. I mean, they're starting a lot of sophomores. I think just 2 seniors in the starting lineup. So Rockets halfway to a win over a much improved Conneaut team.
In Region 5, Corey 35-0 over Northeast at the half. Fairview 10-0 over LaBeouf at the half. Of course, LaBeouf has beaten a couple Mercer County teams this year in Farrell and Grove City.
And Grove City beat Fairview here in week 2.
So
we'll I don't know what that proves. I wanted to point it out.
We'll see if those teams can make some noise in the AAA playoffs here in a couple of weeks. Harbor Creek leading Girard 17-6 at half, and in Region 6, General McLean leads Warren 28-6 at half.
And that was the Lock, Stock, and Barrel halftime update brought to you by Lock, Stock, and Barrel in Sharpsville. Don't forget, tomorrow on Sports Radio 96.7, your sports day starts at 9 o'clock. Coach's Corner. George Abraham and Albert Campman, they'll be on from 9 until 11. They'll talk about tonight's games. We'll talk about a big day of college football tomorrow across the country. They'll be on from 9 until 11. And then tomorrow, noon kick in Chapel Hill. Pitt opens ACC action. The Atlantic Coast Conference football schedule gets underway for the Panthers. Pitt and North Carolina. That'll be a noon kickoff in Chapel Hill. And Sports Radio 96.7 will have all the action with the Pittsburgh Panthers radio network. Then Monday night, Pick Sports Line, Bob Greenberg and Hugh Ringer from 5 to 7. And then coming up this week, the Pittsburgh Penguins will be dropping the puck. Of course, we'll have Penguins hockey all fall and winter and hopefully spring long here on Sports Radio 96.7. 21-0 is our halftime score. Sharon leading Grove City. Colton, tomorrow night, Wilmington playing Reynolds, a game that you'll be able to watch here on our Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook page. Our friends with Lawrence County Sportsnet join the broadcast for that. That's a really intriguing game. Wilmington at 3-2, Reynolds 4-2. They're both 1-1. Whoever wins, that's going to essentially be the top 1A team coming out of Region 1.
Right, that's a mixed 1A and 2A region. Wilmington, a couple losses on the year, but to some pretty good teams, including Farrell. That's a big sort of measuring stick game. See where you're at in District 10 1A.
Because Wilmington has a win over Greenville this year. That was back in week 1. Greenville setting the pace in Region 2, which is all 1A teams. And, of course, Greenville up on Lakeview tonight, 21-0. So that's a big one tomorrow night in transfer. Wilmington going over to Reynolds. A series that Wilmington has dominated, 28-2 all time against Reynolds. That's surprising. I mean, now they haven't played a lot because when Wilmington came into District 10 in the mid-'90s, the series kind of started then. So it's not an old series such as this one is. Grove City and Sheridan have been playing since before World War I. But the fact that Wilmington has had such an upper hand. But hey, Reynolds Raiders, they certainly I think have a team that could do it tomorrow night. Funny thing is that neither team will have a senior in the starting lineup.
Wow.
Reynolds, no seniors on the roster. Wilmington with 2, one's injured, and the other is a reserve who's on special teams.
Wow.
So that's it's kind of a preview of next year also with that. Here, 21-0, Sharon leading Grove City. Colton and I will take our final halftime break. We will come back with the third quarter. It's Sharon and Grove City on Sports Radio 96.7.
Lock, Stock, and Barrel opened their doors and served their first of over 3 million giant submarine sandwiches. And they still serve 42 whole subs on 15-inch buns. Lock, Stock, and Barrel also has burgers, specialty sandwiches, wraps, gyros, salads, wings, and even breakfast. Lock, Stock, and Barrel is also a full-service deli. Party rings, meat and cheese trays, and cold veggie trays are all available. Open Tuesday through Saturday. Closed Sundays and Mondays.
Score big with a new checking account at Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. At the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union, you get a free checking account that offers no minimum balance, no monthly service fees, and unlimited transactions. Download their mobile app and you can get 24/7 account access and remote deposit. See them at one of their 2 locations in Grove City or online at gcafcu.org. Member NCUA, Equal Housing and Equal Opportunity Lender. Open a checking account now and score 4 tickets to a local high school sports event. Call for details.
Mailer Insurance is proud to honor the Mercer County Male and Female Athletes of the Month. Mailers honors Hickory Cross Country standout Mira Machillo as the September Female Athlete of the Month. Mailers Insurance also honors Sharon football star Brody Miller as the September Male Athlete of the Month. Congratulations to Hickory's Mira Machillo and Sharon's Brody Miller as they are the September Mailer Insurance Athletes of the Month. Mailer Insurance, a Reinhardt's Agency Inc. affiliate.
The third quarter is brought to you by Warner's Homes and Improvements, making dreams come true since 1958.
Back here at Grove City High School, the Grove City High Marching Band finishing up its halftime performance. Teams, Sharon Tigers have gathered on turn 2 of the track on the far side here at Forker Field. Of course, the Mercer County Athletic Conference, the MCAC's, the Mercer County Track Championships held every year here at Forker Field, usually the second week of May. And Tigers, they came out of the blocks tonight leading 21-0.
Yeah, it's been a really solid performance for this Sharon Tigers team, both offensively and defensively. It's, we mentioned it in the pregame. They're probably a defensive-led team, although they're statistically not the same defense as they had last year, who got off to a historic start last year. But the defense is still outstanding. It's got amazing numbers, and if this offense plays well, this Sharon Tiger team is very tough to beat.
21-0 Sharon with the lead. Grove City won the toss and deferred its option to the second half. So will be presumably Grove City taking the ball to begin the third quarter. Sharon in the white jerseys, black numbers and letters, white pants, black helmets. Grove City in the all-black jerseys, black tops, black bottoms. Vegas gold numbers and letters outlined in white. Vegas gold and white trim. As will be Grove City looking to rally here. Grove City has lost the last couple of weeks, losing to Fort LaBeouf and to Oil City. Sharon on a 4-game win streak. This is the home finale for Grove City. Eagles finish up at Hickory, at Conneaut to close the regular season, and then perhaps playoffs. Certainly nothing guaranteed yet for the Eagles. Sharon still with Conneaut yet to play. Titusville as well. Here in the league play, and then week 10 against Brook, West Virginia, down in Brook County in Wellsburg, down on Route 2, on the way down to down through there between Weirton and Wheeling for the geography nuts out there. I don't know if many of them are out there, but you're wondering who's this Brook, West Virginia. Size-wise, a school comparable to these two, Sharon and Grove City, from what I understand. But that'll be week 10 at the newly refurbished Sharon Tiger Stadium.
Of course, those week 10 games are always subject to be played depending on playoffs and playoff drawing and health of your team. And unfortunately, we've seen more canceled than played over the last few years.
I don't know why District 10 doesn't schedule league games in week 10.
I agree with you.
The young men have a finite number of games they can play in their career. You can play 10. You're allowed to play 10 regular season games in a year. That's the PIAA rules say, right?
Yes.
Why not play 10?
I agree with you.
They once, I didn't mean to editorialize there, but I'm glad Sharon's playing a week 10 game. Grove City does not have a week 10 game. The Grove City hasn't played a 10th game in a number of years, and that's Grove City's prerogative. But I think District 10 take it out of the school's hands. put league games in week 10.
They used to.
They used to.
Yeah,
I don't know why it changed, but
back in the day when
yeah.
I played, we had league games up until the final week of the season. So,
of course, why did we have non-league games in weeks 5 and 6 too? That's another question. But
right.
I don't want to bore people with complaints about scheduling. I do that in my free time enough.
Stuff you and I text each other about odd hours of the
your
year and night.
Your wife's back in the AD game, so maybe we can talk to Miss Madeline and get on her a little bit. But here, Sharon leading Grove City 21-0 at the break. Of course, the game on 790 WPIC. Hickory leading Titusville 42-14. That you talk about a quick strike team. Hickory just showing it there in that final minute, scoring twice against a good Titusville team.
Yeah, Titusville's got 200 yards of offense in that first half, so they're making some plays. But the Hickory just, they can strike you at any time. Kickoff return for a touchdown and an interception returned almost for a touchdown and punch it in to end the half. And a 2-score game goes to a 4-score game in a hurry. And that's what you get when you face Bill Dungy's Hickory Hornets team.
And a very very mature bounce back after the loss to Sharon by Hickory. Well, big win at Erie, who's 6A, now going to Titusville, which is a tough place to play. It's a long trip. It's kind of a boring trip going up there, and coming out there and seemingly on the way to a win, although a lot of football left in that one. And likewise, a mature effort from the Sharon Tigers. And as we said, Hickory, Farrell, then a Saturday night win at Meadville. So short week coming in, but the Tigers, they have certainly a very strong first 24 minutes.
Well, and of course, their only loss on the season is to Cathedral Prep, and we know what kind of powerhouse that program is. So Sharon did not run away from anybody on the schedule this year, and it's paying dividends.
Of course, Cathedral Prep losing to Erie McDowell tonight, 24-0 in the second quarter.
Yeah, it's not the Prep team that historically they've been,
but still pretty darn
still
good.
Cathedral Prep.
Well, Yusuf Cannon has it teed up at the 40. Sharon going left to right in the third quarter. That's west to east. The kick is a line drive down the middle of the field and fielded on the hop back at the 5-yard line. And that is Jackson Wilson on the run back. Wilson upfield to the 25, and he's knocked out of bounds by Salim Smith. And Grove City will have it at the 25. I believe that'll be the poorest starting field position of the night, actually second worst field position of the night for the Eagles, whose average drive start in the first half was the 46. But the Eagles were unable to take advantage of the good field position and thus trail 21-0.
One last comment on Cathedral Prep. Size-wise, they are down on that 3A, 4A line, playing 5A due to competitive balance rules. Playing above their weight class a little bit.
11:54 to go, third quarter. Grove City taking over at the 25, near left hash. McCready will give it to Jackson Wilson, and Wilson picking his way through a small hole that closes quickly, and he runs into Stone Root and Brody Miller. Short gain, and we have a stoppage as the officials get together. And not sure what we have here. Do we have a penalty on Grove City?
I don't think. I think there's some extracurricular after the play.
Dead ball, personal foul, Grove City. So it's going to be on Clayton Martin. So not only no gain on the carry, but then a half the distance penalty. Grove City's going to have second and about 22 from the 12.5-yard line.
A couple of those D linemen and tight ends and little ornery to start the second half here. There's some pushing and shoving, and I wasn't sure who that was going to go on, but they usually catch the second or last one. So,
apropos with our hockey reference at halftime. Second and 22, now back at the 13. McCready out of the shotgun. Lucas McCready on the run, and his pass batted down. Logan Perks again with his second pass deflection of the night. It'll be third down and long for Grove City. Now third down upcoming. Logan Perks, we talked about his size before the game, but just his range too.
Yeah, he's a well-built sophomore, 6'1", 210, jumping up, and I think that's the second one we've seen him bat down tonight.
So now third and 22 for Grove City, back at the 12.5-yard line. Eagles 0 for 5 on third down tonight. McCready in the shotgun, option. Quick pitch. Wilson gets the pitch, heads upfield, gets out to the 15, but no further. Cassius Hosey, the rover, Roving over and bringing down Wilson for a gain of 2, and Grove City will go 3 and out to start the second half.
A little speed option into the boundary there, and just nowhere for Wilson to go. This Sharon Tiger defense, side to side, front to back, just they're stout. There's no soft spots on this Sharon Tiger defense.
And it will be Drake Moore to punt. Return man Rakeem Hughes for Sharon back near midfield. Moore standing on his own goal line, awaiting the snap from Clayton Martin. Snap is good. Kick is away. High end over end, fairly short kick. Hits at the 34 and takes a big Grove City bounce upfield to the 45. And will be down at the 47-yard line of Grove City. A 32-yard punt. Sharon in Grove City territory with 10:38 to go in the third quarter, leading 21-0.
First and 10 at the Grove City 48-yard line.
Well, good field for Sharon, and we'll see if they come out and try to go for a quick strike, or if they go back to their hammer and feed Ike Friday.
Sharon's best starting field position of the night. First drive starting on Grove City's side of midfield. This one begins at the 47 on the near right hash mark. Brock Ondo, who had an interception in the first half, lines up slot right. Hughes wide right at the boundary on the short side. Snap back to Englemore, give to Friday. Friday looking to get outside, he does. Ike Friday to the 35, and Friday will head out of bounds with a little bit of a hitch in his step.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he almost ran out of bounds, like he felt something
starting to catch.
Felt a tweak as he was running.
He was heading upfield, and then he ended up just making a left turn.
Almost running backwards as he went out of bounds. So you hope he's okay. Maybe it's a cramp coming out of halftime. Who knows?
97 yards on 17 carries now. Terrian White back in. White with a couple carries in the first half and maybe getting some more duty here in this third quarter. It's a gain of 10 to the 37. 10:31 to go in the third. Perks wing left next to tight end Roberson. Ondo and Hughes to the right. Option Englemore pitch to White. White around the left side. White bounces off a man to the 30, cuts back to his right, giving ground. Terrian White reversing field to the 25. White to the 20 to the 15. Terrian White will take it in. Touchdown, Sharon Tigers. 37 yards for Terrian White. His third carry of the night. He gets his second touchdown of 2024.
Well, I really like the cut that Terrian White made there. It's a speed option, which you think when he takes that pitch, he's going to go outside. He takes that pitch, immediately gets north and south, hits the hole, gets a positive gain, ends up breaking a tackle, bounces him back into a cutback, and he cuts back all the way across the field and outruns everyone to that front pylon for another Sharon Tiger touchdown.
2 plays, 47 yards. The drive uses 20 seconds. Cannon to attempt the extra point. Englemore, the holder. Kick is up. It is good. Cannon 4 for 4, and Sharon extends the lead. 10 minutes, 18 seconds to go, third quarter. Sharon now leading Grove City 28-0. We'll come back with more from Forker Field after this on Sports Radio 96.7.
New checking account at Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. At the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union, you get a free checking account that offers no minimum balance, no monthly service fees, and unlimited transactions. Download their mobile app and you can get 24/7 account access and remote deposit. See them at one of their 2 locations in Grove City or online at gcafcu.org. Member NCUA, Equal Housing and Equal Opportunity Lender. Open a checking account now and score 4 tickets to a local high school sports event. Call for details.
The third quarter is brought to you by Warner's Homes and Improvements, making dreams come true since 1958.
Back here at Forker Field, along with Colton Hoffman, Ryan Briggs here. Bryce Carroll running the camera tonight for our Sports Radio 96.7 video. And we have Art Shannon producing the game on the radio. 28-0, Sharon with the lead. Terrian White scoring from 37 yards out. Third rushing touchdown of the night for Sharon. 3 different men have scored on the ground. Ike Friday, White, and Ethan Englemore scoring the first touchdown. Englemore also a touchdown pass tonight. 28-0 with the Tigers getting ready to kick off.
Not a bad second tailback option is Terrian White.
No, he just sounds fast. And of course he comes in averaging over 8 yards a carry, and he's done nothing to hurt that tonight. 45 yards on 3 carries, and that average is probably approaching 9 yards a pop now.
Yeah, I imagine Terrian's one of those kids that's he'll race you anytime, anywhere.
Terry White was 14th in the 200 at the District 10 championships last year. Pretty good running 37 yards there instead of meters. Line drive kick fielded on the hop at the 27-yard line. One of the Grove City return men.
Number 16.
It was number 16, Peyton Miller, the sophomore, and Avion Brown threw him to the turf. And a couple of Grove City fans were complaining about that tackle, but he just tossed him down. And I did not see anything that merited grousing.
Nope.
But sometimes you get that.
Once again,
so Peyton Miller on the run back. Brings it out to the 35-yard line. Grove City will put the ball in play with 10:13 to go in the third quarter. Levi Toth now checking into the game as a slot receiver to the left. Nathan Greer on the sidelines. McCready will give it to Jackson Wilson. Wilson brought down by Brody Miller. Pickup of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And it's just really tough sledding against this interior defense for Sharon. I mean, Bullock and Root and Miller. I mean, those 3 down linemen are just very tough to move anywhere.
I aired it. It was not Toth in the slot. It was Ben Moore who was in at receiver. McCready in the shotgun, 2nd and 9 at the 36. 3-man front for Sharon. McCready rolling right. Under pressure from Miller. Throwing it downfield and incomplete, looking for Jimmy Cooper. Had Cassius Hosey all over him along the far sideline. It will be 3rd and long for Grove City.
Yeah, designed rollout. Brody Miller just breathing down his neck the entire time. And, when Brody Miller's playing that defensive end position to the field, it's tough to get around him. I mean, he's just so athletic from that defensive end position.
And especially with without a tight end there, too.
Right. And if you don't have leverage on him, trying to seal him in, very, very difficult.
3rd and 9 at the 36. McCready back to pass. Throws a screen incomplete, looking for Vandergrift. And Navion Brown there in the coverage. It is an incomplete pass. 4th down, Grove City now 0 for 7 tonight on 3rd down.
Yeah, and if that wasn't incomplete, and Navion Brown would have had something to say about it right after it was caught. And just no room to breathe. This Sharon Tiger defense is swarming. They're everywhere. Defensive line, linebackers. It's a safety's dream. You just kind of get to sit back there and play safety and let your boys in front of you take care of everything.
Sharon during the 4-game win streak, and now including the first half tonight, teams are 12 of 48 on 3rd down, 25%. That's a formula for winning football.
Yeah, and what that means is you're winning 1st and 2nd down as well.
Moore's kick, angle to the far side, to the 30, field on the hop, the 25 by Rakeem Hughes, breaks a tackle. Hughes to the 30, cutting back to his right. The wall's set up for him now. Here comes Rakeem Hughes. Hughes to the 50, Hughes to the 40, getting an escort from Terrion White. Hughes to the 25, Hughes chopped down at the 20 by Keith Vandergrift. Run back of 55 yards for Rakeem Hughes, and Sharon will begin this drive in the McCandless Ford red zone. McCandless Ford, Mercer, and Meadville.
Well, you're always curious on those plays because you used to see some hefty blocks on those types of returns. Guys in pursuit, and you get those crack blocks, which are illegal now. So you always have your head on a swivel to see if someone's going to lay an illegal block. But the Sharon return team did a great job there, setting up the wall, really shielding players more so than laying out those crack blocks, and a great return takes the ball all the way to the 20-yard line.
55-yard run back for Rakeem Hughes. The punt from Moore was 39 yards, and Sharon has it 1st and 10 at the 20, moving left to right with 9:10 to go in the 3rd quarter. Englemore in the pistol with White behind him. The give is to White. He's going to be cut down from behind by Jimmy Cooper. White will lose a couple. Will be 2nd and 12, and Sharon has exited, at least for now, the McCandless Ford red zone.
Yeah, Jimmy Cooper, 6 foot, 195-pound sophomore. He's a good-looking young player, especially on that defensive line. He makes a lot of plays in the backfield. There's a bright future for that young man.
2nd and 12, and Avion Brown checks into the backfield for White for this 2nd down play. Brown, 6 carries, 76 yards this year. Let's see if he gets the carry here. Englemore back to pass. Throwing a screen far side. Caught by Ondo. Brock Ondo to the 15. Ondo stumbling forward down to about the 10. He'll pick up a dozen. It will be 1st and goal Sharon at the 10. Brock Ondo with his 2nd catch of the night.
by Benmore.
That little tunnel screen to the far wide receiver to the field. Grove City's playing man coverage. I got a man down. Looks like that's Jimmy Cooper, I think.
There's Cooper with his left leg extended, and mentioned Ondo in the catch. Ondo's dad, Nick Ondo, played at Grove City here in the, I believe, in the late 80s. Worked in law enforcement locally. Now is working at Teal College. But so Brock coming to his dad's old stomping grounds, and a couple of catches on offense, a catch on defense as well with that interception, which is the only turnover of the night so far. They helped Jimmy Cooper to his feet, and he will come off and now starting to jog off a little bit, perhaps a cramp. And Sharon will have first and goal at the 10-yard line.
But Grove City's playing man coverage out there on those wide receivers, but they're giving big cushions, 6, 7, 8-yard cushions, and it's just very hard to close on that screen before a blocker can get out to you when you're playing with that much of a cushion.
Brown, the deep back now. Cassius Hosey is a flanker to the left, tight to the formation. He'll motion into the backfield, and he'll get the pitch on an end around. Cassius Hosey will take it to the goal line. Is he in? Yes, touchdown Cassius Hosey. His first rushing touchdown of the season. That makes it 34-0 Sharon.
Well, that's the first real wrinkle we've seen from the Sharon offense. It's been pretty standard offense, a little end around down here on the goal line, a really nice cut by Hosey. Gets north and south, and those guys that don't touch the ball a lot, man, they really sniff that end zone when they get close, and he's able to get there.
6th carry of the season for Hosey, his first touchdown. And now Yusuf Cannon to attempt the conversion. Englemore's the holder. Snap is good, hold is good. Kick is up, and it is good. A successful operation. Cannon 5 for 5 on PATs, and Sharon has extended the lead to 35-0. 8:09 to go, third quarter. We'll be back with more from Forker Field after this on Sports Radio 96.7.
Ken Frenchak here at the Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash in Grove City. Experience. We're all about experience. The experience of our expert quick lube techs, and also the experience we provide you with every oil change. You can go anywhere for an oil change, but you come here to the Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash in Grove City for the experience. Drive in, drive out. It's that easy. The Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash in Grove City.
The third quarter is brought to you by Warner's Homes and Improvements, making dreams come true since 1958.
Back here at Grove City's Forker Field, the Sharon Tigers with a pair of scores in the first 4 minutes of the third quarter to open up a 35-0 lead. The Tigers will get ready to kick off. Sharon on its way to a 3-0 mark in region play, and the Tigers, they'll have a one-game lead after tonight. Hickory on the way to 2-1. Titusville will drop to 2-1. So the Tigers, they have the inside track to a region title, but still some work to do here with 8:09 to go. But Sharon has opened up a 35-0 lead.
Yeah, and in the last really big matchup for Sharon as conference play is concerned would be that matchup with Titusville.
That'll be in 2 weeks. Cannon's kick, fielded by Jazeer Leonard at the 5. Far side of the 20 to the 24. And he'll be upended down there. And a flag at the end of the play thrown by the referee behind the play. And we'll see what we have here as it stands. The ball returned to the 24-yard line. If Sharon will have Conneaut next week, and it is a hold against Grove City. And then Sharon will play Titusville in week 9. Grove City at Hickory next week at Conneaut in week 9.
So Sharon with this 35-0 lead, that should trigger a continuous clock for the duration of this contest.
Penalty is going to be enforced 10 yards from somewhere. Let's see. Umpire Scott Walters has the ball in his right hand. Getting ready to step off the penalty. Chain gang waiting. Everybody waiting to see where this drive will begin, as Grove City will be marooned with. Well, the ball's going to, and now the back judge is coming in. Yeah, the penalty was further up the field.
Right. The penalty was at about the 32. The returner got to the 24. So I believe this should be from the end of the run.
And I believe that you are correct, Colton.
Looks like it. 10 yards from the end of the run.
So it goes back to the 14-yard line. That's where the drive will begin for Grove City with 7:57 to go. Third flag of the night on Grove City for 27 yards. McCready in the shotgun. Throws it left flat, caught by Clayton Martin. Martin upfield to the 20, to the 25, cuts inside of Ondo. Martin brought down at the 32-yard line. Lampkins comes over to make the tackle, but Clayton Martin, a nice gain on first down, his second catch of the night.
And Clayton Martin's a really good football player. I guarantee you, Coach Mowry will tell you if he had 100 Clayton Martins, he'd take them.
Martin picks up 19 on that catch. It'll be first down and 10 for the Eagles. Working right to left on the near left hash mark. Ben Moore wide right. Tight end and a wing to the left. And the give is to Vandergrift. Spins off a tackle on the left side across the 35 to the 37-yard line. Bryson Roberson in on the stop. Vandergrift will pick up about 4 on that carry, bringing up second down and 6 at the 37-yard line. After the game, lock, stock, and barrel play of the game. Reinhardt's and Short's player of the game. Certainly a lot of candidates have put forth a pretty good resume tonight for that player of the game award. Martin wing right on 2nd and 6 out of the shotgun. McCready will give it to Vandergrift, hesitates, and now cuts to the left side. Vandergrift bounces outside, gets a block. Vandergrift to the 40, and then is driven out of bounds by the free safety Lampkins, and Avion Brown also in on the stop. Very patient run for Keith Vandergrift. He'll pick up 4 more. 3rd and 2 upcoming for Grove City. Eagles looking for their first third down conversion of the night. They are 0 for 7.
We have super fans.
Vandergrift, the sophomore running back, good-looking running back, good instincts for the young back.
Super fans tonight. Remy Stillwagon and Lily Wow.
Getting some good experience here in this one.
Moore wide left, Richardson, Heasley wide right. Cooper lines up slot right. Martin is a wing to the left. McCready in the shotgun with Vandergrift off his right hip. Option, quick pitch. Vandergrift trying to get around right end. He has the first down out to the 45. Hosey will knock him out of bounds. Along the sideline, Vandergrift picks up 4. Grove City has its first third down conversion of the night. Eagles get a new set of downs at the 45-yard line.
Well done. Little speed option to the field. You get the ball out of your quarterback's hands to your tailback on the run, and he's able to get the edge, pick up a first down. Well executed.
Vandergrift, 4 carries for 14 yards tonight.
A little chill in the air.
Yeah, it's temperature. It was certainly humid at kickoff. Temperature has dropped a little bit. Supposed to be a very nice day tomorrow, and then a wet Sunday, from what the weatherman tells us. Good day to stay inside and watch football. Your yard work could wait another day, right, Colt?
It always can wait another day.
First and 10 at the 45. McCready will give it to Wilson back in. Jackson Wilson over the right side. He is brought down. Bryson Roberson brings him down. And actually, that was not Wilson. That was Vandergrift again on the carry. Vandergrift a gain of 1. And Bryson Roberson, the leading tackler, with a solo stop there.
There's not too many 150-pound sophomores getting away from Bryson Roberson when he gets his mitts on you. I mean, you're just stopping in your tracks when that big boy gets his hands on you.
2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line. Ball in the middle of the field. Eagles moving right to left. Approaching the 4-minute mark. McCready gets the shotgun snap. Throws it left side, and a nice grab made by Martin. Martin dragging Ondo upfield. Here comes Roberson to help bring him down. Gain of 5 on the play. And Martin will put Grove City in a 3rd and 4. Martin's third catch of the night, second of the drive. Ball across midfield at the Sharon 49-yard line.
Well, we've seen both teams run that play a lot. Getting that up back, H-back out of the backfield into the flats, and we've seen a turnover on it, but for the most part, we've seen some success.
3rd and 4 at the 49. McCready back to pass, rolling right under pressure from Miller. McCready's going to turn upfield and run. Hesitates, and then Ondo will knock him out of bounds right near the first down marker. Looks like McCready is going to have enough for the first down as he scrambles for 4. The 45.
I thought that hesitation might cost him. They are moving the chains, it looks like.
And it is, in fact, the Grove City Eagle first down.
The Grove City back-to-back third down conversions on the drive. You mentioned about finding the tight ends or H-backs. 12 total completions tonight, Colton. 8 have gone to the tight ends.
Yeah, it's typically a safe route, safe throw. And it's, defenses tend to give you that part of the field.
Now flags fly, and it'll be a false start against Grove City. Eagles set back 5 yards. They'll go back to the midfield line now, 1st and 15.
And both of these offenses are run heavy, which lends itself to that play action. You get those linebackers poking their nose in the run game and maybe are a little late getting out to their pass responsibilities, and it makes it a high success play for these offenses.
We think of just over the years how many catches, like with the Chargers, Antonio Gates had because they could set up the run with LaDainian Tomlinson.
Right.
Or Jay Novacek with the Cowboys, kind of a decade prior to that.
Yes. Yeah, any good tight end in a run-heavy offense. You think Heath Miller for the Steelers.
1st and 15, pass downfield, incomplete. Intended for Terrell Richardson. Heasley had his hands on it, couldn't corral it. Lands incomplete. It will be 2nd down and 15, or even now with the Steelers looking to get Pat Fryermuth more involved.
Yeah, and that's that's the value of a tight end. And we got 2 good ones here in Martin and Roberson. The value of a tight end is that they're such good blockers. They're like an extra offensive lineman when they're blocking, but they're an extra receiver when they're running routes, and they put those linebackers in binds. The NFL's kind of gone to these really athletic tight ends that defenses just treat them like a wide receiver. They're not even worried about them as blockers.
2nd and 15 at the 50. McCready pumps, spins, pumps again, under pressure. McCready, he's in trouble, and he is going to be sacked back inside the 40 at the 39, surrounded by white jerseys. See Brody Miller in there. There's a single-digit guy. That is Perks as well, getting a half sack. Stone Root was in the neighborhood as well. Loss of 11 on the play. 3rd down and 26 upcoming.
Well, I think there was a blown assignment on that Grove City offense. It looked like McCready went to throw a screen to the right, and there was no offensive player running that pattern or doing that responsibility. So he had nowhere to go with it.
3rd and 26 back at the 39 with a minute to go in the 3rd. McCready in the shotgun, gets the snap and back the pass. McCready under pressure off his back foot, throwing it downfield, and there is nobody home. That one lands on the track. Referee Joe Lombardi is there, and the quarterback is outside the free blocking zone, which is similar to the pocket, but it is a different term in high school football. But he was outside, and it will be 4th down, and the punt team will come out. Handful of years ago, flags would have been flying for that one.
Right.
For grounding, but
yeah, you used to always need a receiver in the area in high school football, which never really made sense that the rules were harder on a high school quarterback than they would be on an NFL or college quarterback. But high school finally fixed that one a few years ago.
Got out of the Paleolithic era. Moore's kick, a punt angled far side. It lands over on lane 4 of the track and sends the cheerleaders scattering. Drake Moore's done a pretty good job punting tonight, but that came off the side of the foot. And Sharon will have the ball somewhere in the vicinity of midfield. Looks like he'll put it at the 46-yard line.
That'll be the last snap of the 3rd quarter.
We have played 3 quarters tonight here at Grove City's Forker Field. The Sharon Tigers are on their way to a 5th straight win, 35-0. Sharon in command. We'll come back with the 4th quarter after this on Sports Radio 96.7.
Insurance company?
Well, I know I pay each month, and I'm covered.
Okay. Are you sure you have the best rates? Do you have the right coverage for your needs? Are you paying for things you don't need?
Well, I haven't actually talked to my agent. I just assumed...
Talk to a real person. Talk to someone local and see the difference.
Mailer Insurance is local. Mailer Insurance lives where you do, and will give you the coverage you need and nothing you don't at a fair price. And they are always here to talk. Mailer Insurance in Sharpsville or at Mailer in a Reinhardt's Agency Incorporated affiliate.
The 4th quarter is brought to you by Shell Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter install.
Back here at Grove City's Forker Field, Ryan Briggs, Colton Hoffman with you. Don't forget, after the game, it is the Warner's Homes and Improvements 5th quarter scoreboard show until 11 o'clock tonight. We'll have all the scores from around the area. Colton, you're getting a couple of updates for us?
I do. Hickory has extended their lead to 49-14 over Titusville. Greenville has extended their lead to 28-0 over Lakeview. Mercer has cut into the Sharpsville lead. That's now a 21-6 game. And Conneaut with a defensive touchdown now leads Slippery Rock 7-6.
And here Sharon has 1st and 10 at the 48 of Grove City. And they give us to a Navion Brown. Brown into the middle of the line to the 45. And the pile surges forward to the 42-yard line. Clayton Martin in on the stop, but a Navion Brown, the number 3 back for the Tigers, and he picks up 6 on the first play of the 4th quarter.
Miller for the Eagles.
And I think we'll start to see some young names cycle in for both of these teams, really. It looks like Grove City's done a few already. Sharon's got a couple new linemen in there. But this is get your guys out and get the young guys a little run time here very soon.
Englemore in the pistol. Ondo wide left. And it's a quick pitch. It'll be a Navion Brown on the speed option around the right side. Gets away from Moore. And Brown will pick up the first down to the 37-yard line.
Like a fake reverse on that one, that speed option where they had a receiver from the right coming back to the left like he was going to take that pitch and go the other way.
Salim Smith, the 6'2", 170-pound sophomore. Maybe something just to give future opponents something to think about.
That's exactly right. Just putting something on film for someone to have to, another thing to remind a defensive end and outside linebacker about.
Sharon has 1st and 10 at the 37. Tigers 17 first downs tonight, outgaining Grove City 337 to 31. 1st and 10 at the 37. Englemore gives it to Brown. Brown hesitates, heads upfield. He's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Outside, and he's brought down.
Pick up a couple.
Jimmy Cooper.
As in on the tackle, Tanner Mung in there for Grove City. Jimmy, that was Cooper in there also, 87 and 27. Jersey's getting bunched up a little bit here. The Vegas Gold looks sharp, but sometimes when they get bunched up and the light hitting it, the 2s and the 8s look the same. 9:50 to go. Sharon with 2nd and 8 at the Grove City 35. Moving right to left towards the scoreboard end here at Forker Field. Englemore takes the handoff, rolling left. Englemore on the run. He's going to be hauled down from behind. Clayton Martin will sack him for a loss back at the 43-yard line. First sack of the night for the Grove City defense. It'll be 3rd and long for Sharon.
Yeah, it looked like Englemore wanted to throw that one after pulling it, and no receivers in the area. Really looked like they were blocking out there. So I'm not sure if that was an RPO type of play where he was supposed to have a receiver in the route or not, or if he just maybe made a bad read to pull it and was looking to get bailed out. But either way, that's a negative play for Sharon.
Sharon still has some starters in offensively. Ondo is still at receiver. Roberson at tight end. Perks is out there. Cam Dye, who's played quite a bit on the offensive line, he is in at left tackle right now. Englemore out there, and a new running back. It's Xavion Wilbon Venable. And Englemore fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it and just slide down. And he's going to lose a couple on the play.
I think a young back went the wrong way, if I had to guess.
You see Englemore kind of talking and sort of gesturing to him a little bit, too. So it's 4th down, and Sharon will send out the punt team.
And I'm sure Coach McElhaney did not want to see his quarterback take hits on back-to-back plays this late in a lopsided ball game. So
I have a hunch we're not going to see much more of Ethan Englemore after this punt here.
I would think so. I'd be on the same wavelength as you there, partner.
We usually are on the same wavelength. For better or worse.
Yeah, I don't know how that makes me feel.
Englemore to punt. High spinner. Clayton Martin deep. Watch it hit at the 25. It takes a big Sharon roll to the 10, to the 5, and it's going to roll all the way down to about the 2-yard line. If you're the Grove City Eagles, that's the kind of night it's been.
Yes, absolutely. A decent punt, not a great punt, but turns into a great punt.
Yeah, it looks pretty good on the stat sheet for Englemore. Englemore, he's certainly put together a nice resume tonight. 8 of 13, 155 yards and a touchdown. 4 punts as well. Not the long of the night, 43 yards. So Grove City with 7.5 minutes to go will gain possession at its own 2-yard line. Eagles still with most of the starting 11 out there on offense. And the give is to the running back off the right side. He'll get out to the 10-yard line. And on the carry, that's going to be Carl Bubenheim getting the carry. Bubenheim, the senior. Nice gain coming out from his own goal line.
Yeah, good little burst there from the diminutive senior running back.
Look at Bubenheim, 9 out to the 11, and 2nd and 1 for Grove City. Turn, give again to Bubenheim. Bubenheim gets out close to the 15-yard line. Jose Houston there on the tackle, along with Salim Smith.
Love how Bubenheim just picks up in there and gets the first down for the Eagles.
Bubenheim across the 15. They'll mark it down at the 17. And Grove City picks up its 6th first down of the night. As we approach the 6-minute mark here after the game, Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game, Lock, Stock, and Barrel Play of the Game. Leonard and Richardson Heasley go wide left. And the give is to Bubenheim, weaving his way over the right side. Terry White gets a hold of him. He goes for a little bit of a ride. Bubenheim brought down out at the 24-yard line. Pick up a 7 for Bubenheim. Bubenheim now 22 yards on his 3 carries.
Nice to see a senior get some run on senior night.
Bubenheim's a guy that's been on the field, especially in special teams, the last couple of years. It'll be second down for Grove City at the 24. 2nd and 3. Option, quick pitch to Bubenheim. Bubenheim runs into Roberson, who will bring him down back at the 20, and he says, "You've had your fun." Bubenheim brought down for a loss. Back to the 21. It will be 3rd down and 6 upcoming with 5:15 to go. Now, Bubenheim will check out that's Vandergrift. No, it's
number 12.
That is 12. That is going to be Hunter McElroy, another senior out there for this 3rd down and 6 play.
Hunter McElroy in for the Eagles.
3rd and 6. Grove City converted a couple of 3rd downs on the last drive. And the give is to McElroy into the middle of the line. McElroy to the 25. McElroy brought down up close to the 30. Ondo on the tackle. McElroy, nice run up the guts. A couple of seniors here on their last home game. Stepping into the spotlight. McElroy picks up 8. First down, Grove City. A couple of first downs on this drive. First down and 10 at the 29. Keep into the middle of the line. McElroy again gets stacked up by the middle of the defense. Ondo in the neighborhood of another tackle. But pick up a 5 more for McElroy. Mark it to the 34-yard line. As the clock continues to roll in this 4th quarter. You are listening to Sports Radio 96.7 WLLF Mercer Hermitage, a Cumulus media station. Ryan Briggs, Colton Hoffman with you tonight. High school football on Sports Radio 96.7. High snap fielded by McCready. The give is to McElroy. Took it out to the 39-yard line. Jose Houston on the tackle.
You're going to give Grove City another first down there. So while we have a moment, I want to give a shout out to my dad, Kevin Hoffman. Coached his last event today as the Sharon golf coach. 38 plus years as a teacher and coach. That was his 866th event as a head coach.
Wow.
That he wrapped up today. That's not counting events as an assistant coach. So a long career as an educator, retired from Sharon in June from teaching, and he'll be done as a golf coach now, and just wanted to give him a shout out.
Well, congratulations to the elder Hoffman, and give us to McElroy. He's brought down in the backfield, and a flag comes flying in. Grove City's going to take a timeout with 3 minutes to go. Of course, he was the head coach for one of the great moments in my broadcasting career. You were there.
I was there.
Lebrano Park and State College. West Middlesex winning the state baseball title in 2019. 2-1 win over Greenwood. And so he's in a rare air, state championship head coach in Mercer County.
Yep. Of course, he won a couple District 10 championships for Sharon in baseball in the early 90s. We saw our buddy Dave Bodine here, who was on his team back in the 90s. So know a lot of those guys, and they always wish Coach well when I run into them.
Dave Bodine, who doing a pretty good job as a Sharon softball coach, got them to the
Yes.
state semis last year, and he had a birthday the other day. So tell me he's 1 year closer to being eligible to be a witness for the lottery. It was good, great to see Coach Bodine, and what a great job he's done with the softball program at Sharon, and helping out with the football team here. Kind of as a press box, up for the coaches, taking some notes and stuff.
He's a longtime defensive coordinator, of course, was at Hickory and at Sharon, and he's done his fair share of football coaching. He's a great defensive football mind as well.
Although I don't know what he thinks about these 3-man lines. He's always a 4-3 guy. So,
yes, 100%.
But it's like, as I say, it's like chocolate or vanilla. It's whatever your preference is.
That's right.
First and 10 at the 50. Pass downfield, incomplete, intended for Greer. So he was taking the time out. The game, there was a loss on the previous play, Hunter McElroy, but an unsportsmanlike penalty against Sharon moved the ball out to the 50. That flag was the 5th of the night for 50 yards against Sharon. As we have some bugs dive bombing us here now. I have to turn this light off, but Grove City now is going to bring some of the seniors out. It's a small senior group. That we see McCreary, Richardson, Heasley coming out, McCready, Clayton Martin is checked out, Greer. So Peyton Miller will check in. Drake Moore, who started at quarterback for Grove City up at Titusville in week 3, he's in there now as we have 2nd and 10 at the 50. So we come towards the finish with Sharon on top, 35-0. And the give will be up the middle to Bubenheim. Bubenheim takes the ball into Sharon territory. Give him a couple now. Bubenheim will check out. As Zach Matheson, freshman, now in at running back.
Ryan Taylor.
3rd and 8 coming up for Grove City. With 1:16 to go. Drake Moore in quarterback. Pitch comes near side to Matheson. Matheson trying to get outside. Matheson, a little bit of running room. He's shoved out of bounds by Terrian White. Also coming over there was Josiah Abram, who ended up in lane 6 of the track over here. Couldn't get the momentum, or just wanted to come say hi to some of the Grove City fans.
Well, these all-weather tracks are a little more forgiving on the cleats than the asphalt tracks back in the day. You used to try to put the brakes on the track, and very quickly those feet would fly out from under you. Of course, we were wearing the plastic spikes, not the molded spikes that these guys all wear now.
You'd be like being on an ice rink. You'd get over there.
Yeah, absolutely.
There was a short gain on the play. Third down and 5 upcoming. Actually, it's 4th and 5. And time winding down. I think that's going to be it.
Yeah, I think
officials.
I think it should have
not rigidly enforcing the 40-second clock, and that is okay.
Yes.
And the Sharon Tigers are going to come on the road and do something they haven't done a whole lot in recent years. Win at Grove City. It's a final 35-0. Your final. Sharon snaps a 6-game losing streak to Grove City. Tigers remain in first place in Region 4. We'll come back with a full post game after this on Sports Radio 96.7.
The drug landscape has changed. Illegal fentanyl has made its way into the drug supply. A synthetic opioid, up to 50 times stronger than heroin, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. It only takes the tiniest amount to cause a fatal overdose. Although fentanyl is being mixed into almost every kind of drug, you wouldn't be able to see it, smell it, or taste it. Know the dangers.
Contact Mercer County Behavioral Health, Inc. and Mercer, PA at 724-662-2230 or visit cdc.gov/stop-overdose. Brought to you by the Heritage PA Rotary Club and the Mercer County Opioid Settlement Fund.
Are you or a loved one looking for a senior living residence offering independent living and personal care? Then the Heritage at St. Paul's Senior Living Community in Greenville is right for you. The Heritage offers private apartments that provide the comforts of home with as little or as much personal care as you need. St. Paul's makes it easy to feel at home. Call 724-588-7610 or visit stpauls1867.org today for more information or to schedule a tour.
Hello, Shell Restoration. May I help you? Hello?
Oh, I was waiting for the beep. Or the part that tells me what button to press.
Nope, I'm a real person.
Great. I've been leaving messages all day to try and compare prices on my roof.
Well, we can have one of our project managers call you to set up an appointment within an hour and be at your house for an estimate within 24 hours.
Wow, that's service.
Well, that's what we specialize in.
Sharon Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer. Call today for a free estimate. 800-663-8103. Or look for @Shell Restoration on Facebook.
Faye's Pub and Grill is proud to award the September 2024 Mercer County Team of the Month. Faye's is proud to announce that Grove City Girls Soccer is the September Mercer County Team of the Month. Congratulations to Grove City coach Darcy Holmes and her outstanding soccer team, as they are the September Faye's Pub and Grill Mercer County Team of the Month. For more information, go to Vay'sPubandGrill.com.
Your financial future could be everything you desire if you're willing to dream it, plan it, and do it. Those are 3 simple ideas, yet powerful when it comes to realizing your lifetime goals. A new home, funding a child's education, income for life. Creating the future of your dreams calls for action. And now it's easier than ever with the help of an advisor. Let David O. Cashdollar, CFP, Timothy D. Cashdollar, CRC, and Eric W. Montgomery, CFP, with Cetera Advisor Networks, LLC, walk you through a process designed to help you pursue your goals. Stop by and visit Dave, Tim, and Eric at Cashdollar and Associates, LLC, registered representatives offering securities through Cetera Advisor Networks, LLC, member FINRA SIPC. Dave Cashdollar and Eric Montgomery also offer advisory services through Cetera Advisor Networks, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Cashdollar and Associates, LLC, is not a subsidiary nor controlled by Cetera Advisor Networks.
The 5th Quarter Show is brought to you by Reinhardt's Insurance. Insurance solutions to help you accomplish your goals. And now, proud sponsors of the Player of the Game.
We will have the Player of the Game coming up here in our postgame, as well as the Lock, Stock, and Barrel Play of the Game. Tonight, the Sharon Tigers go to 6-1 overall, 3-0 in league play, a 35-0 victory over the homestanding Grove City Eagles. Grove City drops to 3-4 overall and 1-2 in conference play. Ryan Briggs here, Colton Hoffman will be rejoining me in a few moments for our postgame. Sharon, Tigers took the opening drive of the game and went 79 yards for the touchdown. Tigers led 14. It was Ethan Engelmore scoring. It was 14-0 after 1, 21-0 at the half. Sharon scored twice in a 2-minute span in the third quarter to break it open. 35-0 your final. We'll come back with the scoring recap, stats, and our postgame awards on Sports Radio 96.7.
Just a room, but a sanctuary. At Warner's Homes and Improvements, they believe in taking the time to get it right. That's why they are proud to introduce their bathroom installation service, where done in a day is a thing of the past. Experience the difference of a bathroom designed for you, not the clock. Visit Warner's Homes and Improvements on Route 19 in Mercer or at warnerconstruction.com. Warner's Homes and Improvements, where your bathroom is our masterpiece. Don't rush perfection.
In 1973, Lock, Stock, and Barrel opened their doors and served their first of over 3 million giant submarine sandwiches. And they still serve 42 whole subs on 15-inch buns. Lock, Stock, and Barrel also has burgers, specialty sandwiches, wraps, gyros, salads, wings, and even breakfast. Lock, Stock, and Barrel is also a full-service deli. Party rings, meat and cheese trays, and cold veggie trays are all available. Open Tuesday through Saturday. Closed Sundays and Mondays.
There's winter, spring, summer, and then there's football season. Around here, football is more than a sport. It's a way of life. Take in a game. Support our teams. It's the best entertainment in town.
Mercer County State Bank. Member FDIC. Your community bank. Online at mcsbank.bank.
Did you know that Mancino's Driving School can give you your driver's test? That's right. Mancino's Driving School provides an approved Pennsylvania Department of Education certified driving course as well as behind-the-wheel training. Mancino's Driving School offers one-on-one, on-the-road driving lessons 7 days a week with day and evening hours. They use only certified driving instructors that have undergone extensive background investigation. For details or more information on adult training, go online to mancinosdrivingschool.com.
Score big with a new checking account at Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. At the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union, you get a free checking account that offers no minimum balance, no monthly service fees, and unlimited transactions. Download their mobile app and you can get 24/7 account access and remote deposit. See them at one of their 2 locations in Grove City or online at gcafcu.org. Member NCUA, Equal Housing and Equal Opportunity Lender. Open a checking account now and score 4 tickets to a local high school sports event. Call for details.
The Fifth Quarter Show is brought to you by Reinhardt's Insurance. Insurance solutions to help you accomplish your goals. And now, proud sponsors of the Player of the Game.
We are back here one final time at Grove City's Forker Field. Tonight, the Grove City Eagles celebrating senior night, but it's the Sharon Tigers coming over and spoiling senior night 35-0. The Sharon Tigers, Colton, our first chance to see them in person this year. And, you play the Tigers, you better pack a lunch. This is a really good team. Offense, defense, explosive return men, sound kicker, and punter. It's going to take a heck of an effort from somebody in District 10 3A to keep the Tigers from putting their mitts on the District 10 trophy, I think.
Absolutely. Man, they're just stout. They're just a stout team. They're big, they're physical, they're fast, they've got athletes, they've got a quarterback who's really running the offense well, they've got a tailback who's a hammer. I mean, they get some of these receivers back healthy, and man, they really have every piece to the puzzle that makes up a district championship football team.
Big physical veteran lines offensively and defensively. It was a fun night. It was an enjoyable night watching the Sharon Tigers and seeing them in person. The Grove City Eagles. It's a young team, and the Eagles they've been king of the hill quite a bit the last few years. And high school football, it's cyclical. There are ups and downs. And hey, right now, Grove City had won 6 in a row against Sharon. Let's not lose sight of that. But tonight, right. Sharon able to turn the tables.
Well, it's these 3A schools, they're big for Mercer County. They're still in a smaller half of the sizes when you compare to schools across the state. So you're going to have those up and downs. It's still public high school football. It's cyclical. You're going to have some classes that have more athletes than others. And right now, Sharon Tigers have it rolling.
The scoring recap in this one. Sharon took a 7-0 lead, 7:11 to go in the first quarter. Ethan Englemore, 1-yard run, capping a 10-play, 79-yard drive. It used 4:49. Yusuf Cannon, with the first of his 5 extra points, made it 7-0. Sharon, that drive used 4:49. A couple of key plays, a 3rd and 11 conversion to Brock Ondo, then Logan Perks with a 4th down catch, setting up the goal to go. Sharon taking the lead, and then with 39 seconds to go in the first quarter, Logan Perks' 50-yard catch and run from Ethan Englemore, capping a 4-play, 80-yard drive. It used 1:32, 14-0 after the Cannon kick. In the second quarter, Ike Friday capped a 9-play, 63-yard drive with a 1-yard run off the left side, 21-0. That drive was 3 minutes, 58 seconds. 2 quick scores then for Sharon in the third quarter. 10-18, Marktarian White rips off a 37-yard touchdown run. 2 plays, 47 yards. It used 20 seconds. And then with 8:09 to go in the third quarter, Cassius Hosey on an end around scored from 10 yards out. Extra point good. That drive was 3 plays, 20 yards, and 35-0. Team numbers in this one. Sharon, pretty good balance. 174 rushing yards, 155 passing yards, 329 yards on 44 plays, 17 first downs. I mean, to be that balanced offensively, Colton, that makes that Sharon offense so hard to prepare for.
Absolutely it does. You've got to commit men to the box to stop Ike Friday, and then you set up one-on-ones on the outside, or allow tight ends and fullbacks to slip into the flats wide open. It puts you in a bind.
So 329 yards on 44 plays for Sharon, an average of 7.5 yards per play. Grove City tonight, 79 rushing yards, 30 passing yards, 109 yards on 45 plays. Grove City finishing with 9 first downs. Individual numbers for Sharon quarterback Ethan Englemore, 8 of 13, 155 yards and a touchdown. Logan Perks, 3 catches for 77 yards and a touchdown. Brock Ondo, 2 catches, 40 yards. Bryson Roberson, 2 catches for 20 yards. And Rakeem Hughes had an 18-yard catch. Ike Friday led Sharon on the ground, 17 carries, 97 yards and a touchdown. Terrion White, 4 carries, 43 yards and a score. And Navion Brown, 3 carries for 13 yards. Englemore, 6 for 11 yards and a score. Hosey ran it once. It was a 10-yard touchdown. For Grove City, quarterback Lucas McCready, 4 of 14 for 30 yards. He was intercepted. Ondo making a pick on a deflection. Clayton Martin, 3 catches, 32 yards. Jackson Wilson, 1 catch, and it went for -2 yards. Wilson, 9 carries, 27 yards. Carl Bubenheim, 5 carries for 21 yards. Keith Vandergrift, 5 carries, 15 yards. Hunter McElroy ran it 4 times for 14 yards. And Nathan Greer ran it once for 2 yards. Zach Matheson, a 3-yard carry. Other numbers of interest, Sharon, 5 penalties, 50 yards. Grove City, 4 penalties for 32 yards. We told you about the only turnover of the game. That was the Brock Ondo interception. For Sharon, Brody Miller had a sack. Logan Perks and Bryson Roberson shared a sack. Perks also with a couple of pass breakups at the line of scrimmage tonight. Clayton Martin, a sack for Grove City. Sharon gets the win, 35-0. It is time now for our post-game awards. And we start off with the Lock, Stock, and Barrel play of the game, brought to you by Lock, Stock, and Barrel in Sharpsville. And Colton, certainly tonight we had a lot to choose from. You think about the Ondo interception was a big play in this game. The conversions early by Sharon, the 3rd down, and then the 4th down on the first drive. But tonight we go with the second touchdown of the night, and that was Logan Perks' 50-yard catch and run from Ethan Englemore. Mind you, he had 1 catch all year coming into tonight's game. 2 in the first quarter. The second 50-yard touchdown made it 14-0.
Yeah, and that's not, again, Sharon makes you game plan for so many different things. I guarantee you Logan Perks in the flats, he came in with 1 catch for 3 yards, I think. Logan Perks in the flats was not really high on your list of things to defend, but Sharon exploited it today. A huge play late in that first quarter.
Logan Perks, 50-yard touchdown catch from Ethan Englemore is the Lock, Stock, and Barrel play of the game. That will be entered into our Lock, Stock, and Barrel Play of the Year competition. At the end of the season, we will recognize one of our Lock, Stock, and Barrel plays of the game as a Lock, Stock, and Barrel Play of the Year. So congratulations to the combination of Ethan Englemore and Logan Perks, tonight's Lock, Stock, and Barrel Play of the game. And now for the Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game Award, brought to you by Reinhardt's Insurance. Again, a lot of candidates tonight. On the Sharon side, Colton, you talk about Ethan Englemore, 8 of 13, 155 yards. Friday, 97 yards on 17 carries. Brody Miller, what he did defensively, leading that the defense. Ondo, the interception, a couple of big catches. But tonight we go with a guy, as we said, stepped out of the shadows. Logan Perks, the sophomore tight end linebacker, 3 catches, 77 yards, a touchdown, had half a sack. Also, a couple of batted down a couple of passes at the line of scrimmage. It looked like they were open receivers. Logan Perks, who had a very nice freshman year, has really come into his own as a 10th grader, and a big night tonight. He is the Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game.
Yeah, I was really impressed with him today. And he does a lot of little things, a lot of blocking for Ike Friday, a lot of setting the edge on the defense. So he's in a position a lot where he might not always get the credit, but he stepped up and made some plays today. Today he does get the credit.
Logan Perks is the Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game. And like all of our Reinhardt's Players of the Game, Logan Perks will receive a customized t-shirt courtesy of 2J's and a B Screen Printing and Gifts, located on East State Street in Hermitage. So congratulations to Logan Perks of Sharon. The sophomore tight end linebacker is the Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game. Sharon a winner 35-0. Tigers are 6-1. They will have Conneaut and Titusville to close the season. Grove City on the road the next 2 weeks. Going to Hickory next week and up to Linesville in 2 weeks to finish up the regular season at Conneaut. Colton, you have a couple of finals for us?
I do have a couple of finals. Hickory, I'm not sure if this one is final just yet. They were leading Titusville 56-21. Slippery Rock had just scored late in the 4th quarter to take a 16-13 lead over Conneaut. So Slippery Rock leading that one late. Sharpsville leading Mercer 28-6 late in that game. And Greenville leading Lakeview 36-17. 0. I believe, I'm not sure if any of those are final yet, but they are at least in the fourth quarter. Those are all of our local scores. Of course, Farrell, 2-0 winner via forfeit over Kennedy tonight, and Wilmington and Reynolds with a big 1A matchup tomorrow night.
And that game will be here on Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook. So that does it here for us here at Grove City tonight. I want to thank our camera operator up top, Bryce Carroll, doing a great job. Always good to work with Bryce. He came highly recommended from Mark Slazak and Bob Greenberg, and he lived up to that top billing. So thanks to Bryce. Thanks to Art Shannon back in the studio for producing our game. Thanks to the folks here at Grove City. Athletic Director Casey Young, Principal Dr. Brendan Smith, the whole administration here at Grove City. Press box folks, Dal Meisenhelder and Bobby Thorne. We appreciate everything as well from them here at Forker Field. Thanks as well to our sports director and sales manager, Bob Greenberg. He and Mark Slazak, they're up in Titusville. They'll have a longer trip home than will we, Colton. But they're calling that Hickory.
Especially you.
Yo, especially me. Yeah, I'm in the home district tonight, which doesn't happen too often. It's always fun. But Bob and Mark, they have that Hickory Titusville game that is winding down. Don't forget, coming up next, the Warner's Homes and Improvements fifth quarter scoreboard show. Aaron, Darren, and Art, they will have all the scores from District 10, some of these games going final. Colton Hoffman, always fun to work with you. We've done it a couple of times. Hopefully we'll get to do it as October progresses or November, but it's always a pleasure. Great insights from your days as coach and quarterback. And it's always a pleasure when I get paired up with you.
Oh, absolutely. I enjoy it. And, hey, hopefully we've got a bunch of teams playing late into November.
Chris Birch, by the way, he was on assignment tonight. But Chris, the old left-hander, will be back next week wherever we are sent for week number 8 of the season. For all those people and my partner, Colton Hoffman, this is Ryan Briggs saying good night from Grove City High School. Tonight, the Sharon Tigers defeat Grove City 35-0, and you heard it here on Sports Radio 96.7 and watched it on Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook. Have a great night, and thanks for listening.
Has been brought to you by Bill McCandless Ford in Mercer and Meadville. The Reinhardt's Agency. It's not the insurance they sell, it's the service that makes them better. Mancino's Driving School, where safe driving starts. Lock, Stock, and Barrel. Serving giant subs since 1973. Cash Dollar and Associates, where they have the client and only the client in mind. Shell Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer. Warner's Homes and Improvements, making dreams come true since 1958. St. Paul's in Greenville, a senior living community. Grove City Area Federal Credit Union, making but better. Attorney Bill Motor, excellence, experience, and integrity. Mercer County State Bank, community-minded since 1911. Herman's Water, when taste matters. Vay's Pub and Grill. Make it special. Make it Vay's. Hermitage Rotary Club. If you are struggling with prescription opioids, there is hope. Mailer Insurance, trusted for generations. Minuteman Press and One Stop Mail for all of your printing, marketing, and mailing needs. DK Auto LLC in Grove City, specializing in Southern vehicles up to $15,000. The Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City is the area's only stay-in-your-car quick lube. We're locally owned and nationally known. Drive in, drive out. It's that easy. The Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. Please thank this great group of sponsors for supporting all of our high school sports broadcasts all season long. Don't go anywhere. It's time for the Warner's Homes and Improvements fifth quarter scoreboard show, right here on the Cumulus Sports Network.